The trash is mine. I won't stop this time. The trash is mine.
I'm feeling so divine.
It's Sunday. Second song, baby. Fuck you.
Her state of mind. Organized chaos in this labyrinth she hides. She got locked up years ago. All these voices whisper, all these voices whisper, whisper and whisper and day after day. Marinated in wine and tobacco. All these voices whisper, all these voices whisper, whisper and whisper and day after day. After day.
Well, hello, chat. Hello. We had a bonus song today in the intro. And if you couldn't read what the song was, then that's your problem. Songs. I just wanted to do the second one, but then it was only like a 2.5 minutes, and I'm like, that's not long enough for a stream intro. So I was like, this one's like a horrible drug come down song where you about feeling miserable. The one that I played first was about, yeah, I'm on top of the world is mine. It's a good double feature of songs. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. We got more Wheel of Trash today. I said that I was gonna be back for more yesterday. I don't know how long we'll go today. There's likely to be a podcast at some point. But, you know, that's why I started a little bit early. You know, I guess I probably won't get the nap that I wanted to have today, but hey, you know, what can you do? That's fine. Maybe I won't fall asleep on the stream. That's what I almost did that recently. We were looking at Control-Alt-Delete, and I was like my eyes were glazing over as I was reading it, and I'm like talking about it, and I'm like, oh, that's the thing about Ethan. I mean, he's such a piece of shit. And I'm just like falling asleep in my chair. And then I'm like, wait, Jesus Christ, the Control-Alt-Delete has this like psychic hold over me. It's like it's like you are now getting sleepy and sleepy. It's like the hypno ASMR shit, which is not on the wheel today. We are doing wheel. I've updated the wheel. It's a slightly new wheel. I changed some of the things we landed on. Oop. Oh, that was a secret sneeze right there. I changed some of the things that we landed on yesterday. We don't have classic commercials. We don't have classic VHS tapes. And there was another thing I changed. Oh yeah, I got rid of the mystery segment. For now, there will be a different mystery segment in the future, which I will introduce. But for now, I got rid of the mystery segment. So there's a couple of new things. I changed up the color, and you know, it is purple now. So it went from green to purple. So remember to thank Doc for your daily dose. And welcome to the stream, everybody. How you guys doing? I'm just in time, I guess. You are welcome. Yeah, that Ethan is such a quirky, well-written character. He's such a scamp, that Ethan. Such a good character. Musician became NFT shill? Who did? Wait, who became an NFT shill? Oh, somebody who sang a song from Alan Wake. Indie pop from the 2000s? Okay, well that is somewhat relevant to Hooverphonic, I guess, yeah. It's an interesting band. They started out as like a Portishead ripoff, and then they went on doing their own like dream pop thing, and kind of like rock a little bit, and then the first singer left, and then I haven't listened to any of their albums since then. And that was in like 2007 or something, so, you know, I'm a little bit out of date on the band, but I like their first couple records. Yeah. So we got a new wheel here. Firstly, we got $2 from Victor Martinez. Happy first day of October. Let the spooky begin. Well, there is an opportunity for spooky today. I am not saying this is. So here's my rule for October. I said this yesterday. My new rule for October, right? Because I'm not generally a fan of horror stuff, and so I'm going to do. It's like one for you, one for me. I'm gonna do spooky horror bullshit for Halloween for October, but I'm gonna do one stream of that for every stream that I do that's not spooky horror bullshit. So every other stream is gonna be spooky horror bullshit, and you have to be aware that I'm probably going to be like scoffing at every fucking ARG we try to look at, and there's probably not gonna be much. The thing is, I get fucking frightened for humanity well enough as in a normal stream. When I try to look at something that's intending to spook me, well, then that's just not going to be very scary at all, is it? I mean, I look at something that's just not intentionally scary at all, like that fucking guy that was making the pizza with the blended up beef, and all of his videos were like this horrible footage that was like he deliberately edited it to make it look like a fucking scary horror found footage movie. But I think that's just the way it looked. That was spooky. But I just don't anticipate that anything I find on a spooky stream is going to be particularly scary to me, or really all that interesting. So if you're there, if you want to come see me be very cynical looking at horror stuff, that's going to be this month. I'm going to do one spooky stream for every normal stream. This counts as a normal stream. However, there is a spooky thing space on the wheel. So now, I think I replaced the mystery segment with that, with spooky thing, which is kind of a spooky adjacent chat suggestion, essentially. So, like, people recommend a spooky thing. But that's now on the wheel. Spooky thing could be landed on today. Anything could happen, really. $20 from Lo-Fi Sentai. This user has been watching for years. Hang on, I need to get the full proper effect here. Let me just, This user... No, you know, see, that's too quiet still. This user has been watching for years and can finally throw you some lavender cash. Wait, hang on.
Now that's a funny meme.
Alright, thank you. Thank you to Mr. Saturn for ranting. Thank you very much. And $30 from Piles with no message, but thank you. Thank you very much to Piles as well. I hope this one is enjoyable for you. This is going to be the debut of the new trash wheel. I try to update it a little bit every time. I mean, it's the same wheel, but we got Old Friend, we got high quality critics, so we're talking AVGN, Nostalgia Critic clones, we got Pooh's Adventures, could go back to that community, Mario Adults, Odyssey and Kick Dive, haven't looked at them in a while, Spooky Thing, oh! Chat suggestions, something you guys recommend, Wattpad, look at some fanfic and stuff, Gang Stalking, we haven't done that in a little bit, Public Freakouts and Karens, haven't done that in a little bit, George! Bad Chefs, Retro YouTube Rants, and the Cringe List. We did some cringe list yesterday, but that remains on the thing because I've also updated the list. Like I crossed out the people that we've recently looked at, so it's updated. So we have no fear of being like, did I look at this guy? I think so, because I forgot to put a fucking red X over people. I think it's all properly updated now. So if we land on that again, we might do that. There's also a different list of different weirdos that I found on, like, DeadwingDork several months ago. We haven't looked at that yet. But, yeah, a couple of new things. Critics, you know, we got Pooh's Adventures, and that means any of the fanon wikis. That just means fanon wikis in general. That's a bit of a shorthand or a pejorative for fanon wikis and stuff like Super Nanny fanon wiki. We have not done gang stalking in a little bit, and I think I have a guy I want to look into for gang stalking. We looked at him recently on a stream, but we didn't dive too much into him. He's this guy in small town BC who has like a 50 video series on his channel about how people in his town are stalking him, and he's like trying to run a business or something. I don't know, it's very strange, but we're gonna get into it here. We're going to get into it. And every time before we go into... You know, yesterday was a little bit of a sham. We landed on chat suggestion. For the last spin of the night, we landed on chat suggestion. And somebody suggested something, and I looked at it, and it was not really that interesting to me. You know, I'm sure it's interesting to somebody else, but it wasn't that interesting to me. And I was like, you know, and I looked at chat, and most of chat was also asking for mystery segment. Because mystery segment was on here, and it was me reading metal. Well, I already started spoiling it. You were probably here for the stream, most of you, yesterday. It was me reading very, very brutal metal lyrics along to the Sims Latin music. And it was a good time. It was a good time. And I wanted to do that. I'd saved that up for a little while. And we kind of cheated a little bit. Just a little bit. Because, you know, it was a chat suggestion. Chat wanted it. Chat was curious about the mystery segment. And then we lost like 50 viewers or so. But they were weak. They were weak. And if you're back here, if you fucking left, by the way, you aren't welcome back. But yeah, we did that yesterday. So we scrubbed it a little bit. We scummed it a little bit. Mystery segment's no longer on there. I was hoping for mystery segment yesterday. That was my guess. That was my goal. I was like, I want to get mystery segment. It probably influenced the chat, therefore. But you know, not my intention. I wanted mystery segment. We wound up getting mystery segment. This time, I'm thinking, will of the wheel. I'm hoping for Karens. I'm hoping for public freakouts and Karens. I think it's been a little bit. I want to see like some Waffle House fights, some Karens, you know, screaming about masks or something, even though it's 2023. They probably still are somewhere. I'm hoping we land on that. It's been a little while. Maybe also bad chefs. I don't know. They're right next to each other there, but we're going to go ahead and give the wheel a... Oh, it's another cringe list. Wow, it's another cringe list. Well, we just did the cringe list yesterday, but I guess we'll do another one. Maybe it's time to debut the other list that I found of other strange people, wherever that the fuck was. Oh man. Okay, I have a guy named Sasuke. I don't think that was him. It was on DeviantArt. I remember that. It couldn't have been this far back. Damn, did I, like, not save that fucking other... I swear I saved it. How far back is this? Oh, this is like a year or something. Jesus Christ. No, this isn't that far. Does anybody know the person who made the fucking other list? Because there was like 2 lists that were made of other strange individuals. It included like Chris Chan and people like that, but there were a number of them that we had never heard of. And it looked like there were some interesting people. I could have sworn that I saved the list. It might be on here and I just don't know what it's fucking called. I don't know necessarily what I'm looking for. I'm freaking out! Wheel was rigged. Hey, listen, man. Listen, man. Cringelers list. Yeah, m'lady class, you were asking about this other list, right? Are you aware of who uploaded the other list? Are you aware of who this was? Do you know who this was? I came unprepared. Well, I was under the impression that I saved it, is the thing. I mean, I guess I did come unprepared, but, you know, I was under the impression that I was... Oh, no, wait, I think I found it. Hang on. Yeah. Right, no, it's this one. I did save it. Never mind, I'm just disorganized. I'm not an idiot. Well, you know, I am. But anyways, it's this list here. It's this guy on DeviantArt, R2K6's man-child and woman-child heads pack. And I don't know why they're heads, necessarily, but we got some familiar people like Pamperchew, Quick, Boscher Studios. We looked at him recently. And then there's a lot of people here which we're probably not going to find. I'm looking at this now and I'm realizing that a lot of these people... I mean, where are we going to get these fucking names? I think they might link to the people. I don't know. Oh yeah, they do. Right. They do. So this is the first part of the man-child and woman-child heads pack. Feel free to use your edits unless if credited. Includes, and then this is the list of people here. Evidently there are credits, you know, so we can potentially discover these individuals. Rainbow Dash Fan 2010 is one of them here. And I don't know who this is. This is Darren Pipster. So it would be this one over here who looks like that word does not mean what you think it means. Darren Pipster. It's him. And, well, he's got a DeviantArt here. He might have other stuff going on, but I guess this is a guy on DeviantArt. It's a he, him. 9 years on DeviantArt. Hey guys, this is, and then in brackets. It's like that one chat member who talks in fucking square brackets for some reason. I don't know if you're here, that one chat member, but that's weird. I don't know if you think it's cute or something. You fucking stop it. But they do that. Hey guys, this is Pipster. You also have recognized me as the creator of my popular series, Ronald Gets Grounded, as well as Tina's World and my Banjo the Woodpile Cat fan film. I have also recognized. Yeah, those are all. You're basically, you know. You're more or less on par with you know, someone like a Jim Henson. You're very well known in the industry. The father of manga might have been like Tezuka, but you are definitely the father of Banjo the Woodpile Cat fan film. We have something here. It's an 8-minute read here, which is generous, I'd say. I don't know where they got the idea of 8 minutes from, because this is the whole thing that you're about to see here. The Marky Romo video archive list. Please note this list is incomplete. Shitpost. Attack of the Polones Sir Palo. And then it's just a list of things. And this is 8 minutes long to read this, apparently. This list of things. I don't know. I don't know why I would ever... I don't know why I would ever read this list of things. X logo. He's talking about the X logo. Words to talk about. Alexander. It's about time I write down everything. While I read this, there is a giant inflated belly. I don't know if it's pregnant or what's going on. Write down everything about a former trusted associate of mine, and Alexander Vincent Andrew Mortensen. I first met him man, when you have 2 middle names, that's like that. Like, do you really need to have 4 letters in your initials? That's just a name. You have 5 names at that point. His name is could be abbreviated to Avam. You know, I first met him the same time I met Danny. Oh, Danny boy. Oh, GT. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of fucking lore here. Somebody used the N-word, I guess. Somebody was being racist. But Pipster is over here, and Pipster's got the art, and Pipster makes. Well, we're back to fucking DeviantArt cringe. I mean, this is. Yeah, they make like fat furry art, you know. I don't know why this person's on the list. There might be like lore here. It does appear that there was somebody being racist. Maybe this person knows more than I do, I'm sure. But Darren here just seems to make some fat people art on on DeviantArt. Let me see another name here. We'll do a couple here. Keeg Dog over here. Keegan. Let's see. Let me see here. There's a video on YouTube. It's 40 seconds. It's called Awesome Keegan /Keeg Dog /Imageny /Zom DJL YouTube poop. Cool 144p. I don't know what I'm supposed to be getting out of this. Okay, well this guy sounds cool. I don't need the meme. I'm good without the meme, but if I could get Keeg Dog on YouTube, get a little bit of Keeg Dog. This is from Keeg Dog. You will get permabanned original.
You know what? I'm just gonna cut straight to the chase. There was a pretty big mistake in the latest Bitch Show Resurgence episode, and
the latest what?
A pretty big mistake in the latest Bitch Show Resurgence episode, and
is this some internet bullshit? I don't know what the fuck he said.
At the Smelled Clown segment, Kylie's sister was mentioned, and as soon as this was brought to the attention of Kylie herself, needless to say, she was pretty pissed. But was it really Duncan's fault? I was the one who said all the hurtful shit about her before. Had I not set my fucking status to Sister Dead to me, this shit really wouldn't be that big of a deal.
Oh my god, it's all about statuses on fucking DeviantArt. Status, death, feeling like murder, drinking Dr. Pepper.
And Duncan would have made that Smelled Clown statement if I held my fucking tongue. I thought she made it clear to you guys that she and Sis made up and that she didn't want any negative talk about her family. And because of this, I demand that any and all personal information relating to Kylie's family be retracted from the server!
That's good. That is a strong contender for get everything about me and my family off the internet. It's very close. It's very
And because of this, I demand that any and all personal information relating to Kylie's family be retracted from the server! I'll manually search the keywords and delete any offending messages if I fucking have to. Take all that shit down right fucking now, or get permabanned.
Oh, he's gonna permaban you!
Words they are, so you better retract it. If either me, Kylie, or Samuel catch anyone talking.
I mean, I was kind of bored with this video until he started voice cracking and screaming. That was great. Here's another rant from him, I guess. Keegan's rant on his own mother.
Here we go. Here we go again. Another fucking rant video. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Well, in today's video, I'm going to be complaining even more about the shit that is still going on. Now, let me just go back to earlier today when I recently made my return. You get this? You know what I'm talking about? And then, Xenoparadox, he went on my Speakonia account, and he was like, please fuck me in the past.
What?
So,
oh, it's a YouTube poop, right? Okay, so it's like a funny meme. Can we get the actual fucking, like, videos, though? I hate this stupid shit. Where, like, the actual videos are not available on YouTube, but it's all just these super funny memes. Oh, God. Just give me the actual what the fuck is this? Oh, this is awful. This is awful. Man, I want to know more about this individual. But it's like all trash. It's like all trash. It's just all YouTube poops. There's like Go animates about this fucking situation. And I can't find the actual fucking videos from this guy. Oh, this is AIDS. This is fucked up. Where is... Man. Okay, maybe I just need to look up one of his other names. I'll do just Keegan Rant. How about that? No, I'm getting some old British guy. I'm getting Tom Cruise and some old British guy. Man, this is really lame. Does anybody know what I look up to find more of this guy? Anybody aware? Is anybody aware? Depends on how they're cooked. How greasy are McDonald's nuggets? Oh, about as greasy as that guy, probably. Keegan... yeah, Keegan Rant. I don't know. It was Keeg Dog, or what was the other? It was like... Imageny or something. It was, I want to find out more about this guy. I want to see if some of his videos exist out there. It was Image... It was like Image NY. Image, not imagery, Image NY, Imageny. Nothing, I'm getting fucking, look at this scum. Look at this scum that I'm getting, looking up what I'm... Amazing, amazing, that's exactly what I... Okay, well, I don't know. If I could find more of this guy that isn't just stupid fucking YouTube poops, that would be super cool. But it appears that that's mostly what's available from this fella. Which is unfortunate, because this guy seems like he might have some promising stuff going on. Potentially ranting about some funny things. ZomDJL. More memes. Look at all these fucking stupid memes. Can we just get the actual videos, please? You can also have your memes, but at least just have the videos up also. Come on now. Ugh. Alright, well, that's that guy. We did a little cringe list. That's a new cringe list right there. That's brand new. That's... You go home with a free new cringe list. And we looked at 2 people on there. Kind of. We looked at a little bit of Darren. Darren just appears to be like... I don't know, just some guy on DeviantArt, really. But the other guy... The other guy's got something going on. If anybody knows anything about Keeg Dog... You know, you let me know if you got like a fucking archive of his videos on a channel somewhere, because that'd be pretty cool. That'd be beastin'. That'd be pretty bussin'. But yeah, that's the R2K6 man-child and woman-child heads pack, which is kind of another list of weirdos. Which, you know, I'm viewing this like in the old GTA games when you would have the little garage that would buy your, like, it would have a list of cars for you to go and find, the import list or whatever, and you'd go just driving around and then like, oh, there's an Infernus, and you take it to the thing. That's what we're trying to do here, is, you know, I mean, we're going on a little scavenger hunt, and it's a little bit of that there. I'll have to save this list and actually cross out some names. I'll put like 1 strike over Darren instead of 2, because it's like, we kind of looked at him. Initially, he doesn't seem that interesting, but who's to say? There was a guy who said the N-word, so I mean, hey, anything's possible. Well, we're gonna move along now. Close that. Close all of that. And let me see here. Okay. Is this correct? This is correct. Okay. So we're gonna spin again. If we land once again on the cringe list, we're gonna have to spin again. You know. But we're spinning again. And once again, I'm hoping for maybe some Karens, some people freaking out, some Waffle House fights and shit like that. I think that would be pretty cool. We haven't done any of that in a while. You know, the summer is winding down. It's getting to the period of time like the fall, the winter. That's when you want to have a battle in a Waffle House, because you don't. If you build up like a sweat, it's like, you know, you're warming up in the cold. It's a good thing, actually. You don't want to be doing that in the summer. So it's actually getting to be the appropriate season for it. You know, into the spooky winter seasons. But we do have spooky thing, and we could christen this as the official first stream of October with a spooky thing. So, you know, there's a couple, and I have a spooky thing saved, actually. I have a few, probably, but I have at least one spooky thing that I was planning, and some of you were there for that stream, which we might get to. But yeah, I don't know, we're gonna have to, the only way to find out is to... Oh, it's Wattpad! Well, it looks like we're doing Wattpad. It was, you know, not too long ago, we did some Wattpad, we did some fan fiction tragedies. If you weren't there for that, it's always a fun time, because it's just usually quite miserable. I mean, it's like either just nonsense, or it'll be, I'll never forget the fucking story that was, it was like somebody going through their fucking abusive eating disorder childhood, but through Meg Griffin. And I'm just left to be like, you know, I don't know. I just don't know how you can get to that from Meg Griffin. I mean, you know, she's a character some people relate to, but it's like, man, just the TV show, the way it is, you're gonna take it that seriously? I don't know. It's the same with the South Park people. We looked at some of that last time, I believe. Some South Park stuff on Wattpad. So we'll do that. We'll do something different from that. We did just recently do Johnny Test. Oh, don't make me sign in. I just... come on. Yeah, it was... yeah, come on now. You know me on here. You know me on here. Stupid fucking website needs me to sign in. This is bullshit. There you go. Cunt Boy is back at it. And what are we looking up on Wattpad? Is there like a tag is there like a tag I should look up that would have some funny stuff? Is there a series that would be relevant in some way to any of us that would have anything interesting on here? A lot of the time you look stuff up on here and it's surprisingly few entries. So it might be, you know, we were looking up things like American Dad and not getting all that much. It might be that we need to look up like a genre or something. You know, let me see. Toy Story? Toy Story. Well, we got something based on Bridgerton, so that's probably not the same thing. But we have a Hell of a Boss Toy Story crossover. I'm sure that's pretty epic. There's a Toy Story... What the fuck? So there's like a remake of the Toy Story series. Like Toy Story, Toy Story 2, and 3. Well, actually, there appear to be many different stories on here that are just called Toy Story, and they're like some kind of remake of the story from the first movie. But they're always just a little different. So like the top one here, Toy Story 3. Maddie is now grown up and heading to college. Her toys get mixed up or something, blah blah blah. I think it's basically just the plot from the like normal Toy Story 3. But it's now Maddie instead. Toy Story 1 over here appears to contain Elsa, Optimus Prime, and I think that's like, is that like Ruby from the RVBY show? I'm not sure. I know you can't see it, but I'm not sure. It's like a goth red girl with black hair. I don't know. And then Toy Story 2, there's like a guy with a fucking scythe. There's Elsa and Anna. There's an Optimus Prime. Jessie is there, obviously. Yeah, Ruby. It's Ruby, I believe, because while Maddie is at Disney Camp, Elsa, Optimus, and Ruby are toy-napped by a private toy collector. So it's like a weird AU take on fucking Toy Story, because in this one also Jessie tags along with Woody and Buzz to rescue. It's like the plot of Toy Story 2, but if Woody and Jessie were involved in the Buzz part of it. It's very strange. I guess the only way to start here is with Toy Story 1. And yeah, you can see these covers here include some extra characters. There seems to be some anime going on. I don't know, but we'll start with Toy Story 1. And I do wonder if an impossible deception over here is part of this, but I don't know if it factors in. Toy Story 1. Woody is a kind toy who wants nothing more than to be there for his kid, Maddie. But when a new toy called Buzz comes and gets himself into trouble with two other new toys, it's up to Woody and his partner Optimus Prime to save the day. Hang on, wait. Thank you to Optimus Prime for ranting. Alright, Woody. It's on you. It's up to you're up, Woody. Like table of contents, playtime, the ladies, Sid, Lost Toys. So it does appear to be a somewhat beat by beat version of Toy Story, but it's this AU that appears to feature Cars, Frozen, Godzilla, Jurassic Park, Ruby, Thomas, of course, naturally. Toy Story is incidentally thrown in there at the end, and then Transformers. I guess we'll start with playtime here. I wonder if this will be as horribly fucking formatted as every other fucking fanfic on this website. It was a nice day. Alright, it's a little better than usual. It was a nice day and a young child named Maddie was playing with her toys. Okay, she said, mimicking a man's voice. Nobody move! This is a stick-up! This is a robbery! Stick 'em up! I want all your gold, all your valuables! Stick 'em up! You're being robbed! She had a potato head, and she emptied a piggy bank, and she said, ooh ho hoo, money, money, money. Stop it, you mean old man? Now so fast, or your sheep will pay the price. The camera then shifts to a track, with a Tommy Thomas moving towards the sheep, with Annie and Clarabelle. Oh god. Bah, help us, said Maddie, mimicking sheep. No, not my sheep, somebody do something! Then Maddie pulled out a cowboy doll and an Autobot action figure. The two then said with the voice boxes, reach for the sky! Autobots, roll out! Oh no, Sheriff Woody and Optimus Prime! We've come to stop you, One-Eyed Bart! Maddie then puled out one of the potato head's eyes and said, oh, how'd you know it was me? Maddie then attached a blaster to Optimus's wrist and said, give up now or face Energon. You can't touch me, you two! I brought my attack dog with a built-in force field! Well, I brought my dinosaur who eats force field dogs! Maddie then pushed a button and the dinosaur roared. I mean, here's the thing, we want to assume that this is a child who made this, but you really cannot be, there is really no way to be sure of that after all the things we've seen. Look at this fucking Thomas, like avatar. Like, this guy is probably 48, this is the fucking user, so he links a sound effect here. You're going to jail, Bart! The potato head was put in the baby crib. And Maddie's baby brother Steven started to play with the toy. Soon Maddie grabbed the two toys and played with them around the house. We just have to remind everybody this is Toy Story here with the You Got a Friend in Me music. Soon Maddie brought the two toys back to her room and put them on her bed. Maddie, called her mother, come down here. Your party's going to start soon. In a minute, Mom. Maddie then turned to her toys and said, be back, guys. When Maddie was gone, Woody's eyes blinked and he looked to Optimus. Did you hear that right? Yes, said Optimus. The party's today. Okay, everyone, said Woody. It's time to come out now. And then, all around the room, the toys came to life. Cars raced around the room. Oh, good. I got a little reminder. Some dinosaurs came out. There's some dinosaurs here. That's cool. We got some dinosaurs. Ooh, Godzilla was one of them. That's cool. I guess that counts. And Tomy trains ran around the layout. The layout? So are these just trains off of their tracks? That's not very realistic. But we got a whole look. This guy brought so many different trains to play. So many different trains. Look at this train. And this train. And this train. And this train. And what about this train? And this train? And how about this train? Potato Head was getting his parts back together when Toby said, Hey, Potato Head, your shoe's in my truck. Thanks, Toby, said Potato Head. Optimus was looking for a Slinky dog. Slink, you hear? Wait, that's Optimus. I was thinking of fucking Rex. Where's Rex? Does he count? Does he count as one of these T-Rexes? Is the Toy Story Rex one of these dinosaurs? Is that what we're supposed to believe? Because there was a Rex sound effect. There was a dinosaur. I'm not sure. But why? I thought it was next week. So there's a birthday party. They're having some trouble with this. They got a Smash Brothers, they got a Switch, they got a Mario Kart 8. The toys are very happy about this. Boris the Stegosaurus likes Mario Kart, but Godzilla prefers Smash. With the Army Men. I don't know what this means. They were about to pack up when suddenly the door opened, and 3 more presents were brought. They were brought, everyone. Let me see. Indy said Rexy. Who the fuck are these like rando new dinosaurs? This very strange AU of Toy Story that has like it has a T-Rex dinosaur. Well, no, it has an Indominus Rex or whatever. Isn't that the one from fucking Jurassic World or whatever? So they sacrificed the classic T-Rex from fucking Toy Story for the shit-ass dino action movie? Oh, that sucks. Hey Woody, Optimus, meet your new partners, and we got a Buzz. And Star Command and Optimus. Oh, and we also got a Ruby, everyone. A posable Ruby figure with expandable crescent rows. Okay. I thought it was RVB, whatever. W is basically a V in other countries. So yeah, Ruby is here, as well as Thomas the Tank Engine and the fucking dinosaur from Jurassic World. Okay. This is a multi-part series, everybody. This has at least 3 parts. Also, Elsa's here. All elf outfits from all short films, films and shorts. Sings all of her most memorable songs from all media. She even has a new hat. And we don't even end with any text. I guess these are all the new toys. Yeah, there's ladies. So the ladies is chapter 2. Man, this is good, says Queen Poodle 9. Your Majesty. Yeah, you dropped your crown, King. This is some good writing over here. This is part 2, the ladies. Previously, and they find the ladies. These young ladies must be in cryogenic stasis, said Buzz. What? Asked Woody. They're frozen, said Optimus. The 3 opened the boxes and helped the young ladies to their feet. Whoa, said the hooded girl. She reached behind her back, but found nothing. And then there's like a fucking scythe, and this is just Ready Player One, dude. We even have comments all throughout. I really should have been clicking on them. Nice to meet you, said Indy as he fist bumped Ruby. If this is what Indominus Rex would look like as an anthropomorphic cartoon dinosaur, it would seem accurate that she hasn't been a selfish and went off control. The others have been restrained. Boris and Godzilla. Holy shit, nerd emoji. Is he being carried? This Gordon, intergalactic aliens? Asked Mater. Oh, Mater's here, right. Thomas is here. Yeah, like, this is basically just Pooh's Adventures. Like, frankly, this is I mean, this is essentially Pooh's Adventures. This is the plot of Toy Story 1, but they just have characters from other media just showing up to, like, offer their opinions, like anime cheerleaders who comment on the other people's special moves. Like, that's what Pooh's Adventures is, and that's basically all this is. But they slightly changed it around. So Andy is now Maddie. And, yeah, this goes on for a while. It's sad, by the way, that this is what counts for better formatting on this website. Because this is, like, the best formatting I've seen in a normal fiction. In something that's not just, like, I've seen some stuff that isn't, like, a story fiction thing. I don't know, it's got the characters speaking on different lines. It's not too confusing to read. But, man, this sure is still fucking horrendous. I can't believe this is, like, the best that I've seen. To infinity and beyond. Oh man, I know what that was. I remember when he said that. I like how it's different from other stories. No one's left out this time. Finally, someone does the smart thing. Oh. Oh, like one of the characters did something smart. You don't mean, you're not calling the author smart. Okay. Well, that's a little bit of Wattpad Toy Story. Oh god, no, that's... we don't need any anxiety there, that's fine. It's a bit of Wattpad Toy Story. And, truly, it's horrendous. What's another thing I can look up on Wattpad, ladies and gentlemen? Give me another suggestion here. While you rev them up. 618 from Exiled Postman. People in chat are saying that Keegan guy has an ED page with videos on it. ED page, huh? Well, I could... Okay, I'll look into that. $2 from Folger Kelly. Search for BTS or K-pop after the Toy Story one. I could do that, but I don't really know anything about fucking K-pop, so, like, I don't think that would be good for me. I don't know. I guess it would be fine. I guess I don't need to know anything about K-pop, do I? But what is chat saying? John Cena fanfic. Mega Man. Is Mega Man gonna be on here? Mega Man. Oh my god. Oh my... Well, gang, we've got another rant today, folks, with Sonic and Mega Man and Lan and Dr. Jim Carrey Robotnik. Thank you, everybody, for showing up today. For that, we can talk and we can fuck that guy. We're gonna talk shit about that guy. Yeah, this is an hour and 20-minute read over here. This looks promising. This looks promising. See, this is what I'm talking about. We don't need BTS. We don't need K-pop. We need to jack in, baby. That's correct. Cover poorly edited by me. This is from Sonic Extreme 77. The world needed heroes. It got a hedgehog, a net Navi, and an 11-year-old boy. The hedgehog and Navi powered with incredible powers. Sonic embraces his new home on Earth. Until he accidentally knocks... Hang on, am I still... Okay, mic's still going. Until he accidentally knocks... Okay, alright. I keep thinking I pressed my fucking mic button, god damn it. Until he accidentally knocks out the power grid, sparking... Oh my god, is this just the same fucking thing again? This is the same thing. This is like a trend on Wattpad, apparently. Is people just remaking a movie in calling it a fan fiction, and just adding fucking Mega Man to it. This is just the plot of Sonic movie, but now Mega Man is in it. This is the exact same thing we just read! But now Mega Man is in it! Okay, copied the synopsis from Google and edited it a bit. So is this just a fucking... So he even admits it here. Is this just like a joke? Number 4 in Mega Man EXE over here. Read this before you read the story. Is this a meme? Note that the characters may not be character as I suck... on character as I suck at writing stories. Oh, okay. Well... You know, you could try to, like, get better at that or something, instead of just languishing and, I suck, it's fine, though, just be aware that I'm terrible at this. Like, okay. Also, I do not own anything. Credit to all the original creators. Sonic is owned by blah, 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 blah. Also, the X in the title is supposed to mean, and I don't ship Mega Man with Sonic Lamau. All the chapters will have an exclamation mark in the titles as a reference to Mega Man NT Warrior. Since the episodes all... Okay, no, this is very genuine. This is genuine. This is too... That's too specific and autistic to be, to not be, like, a real fan. And I mean, hey, I grew up with Sonic X and Mega Man NT Warrior, so hey, hats off to you. The story was inspired by the Sonic X Mega Man NT Warrior and 2 Sonic movie crossover fanfics. Its story is very cheesy, so the other fanfics, they're totally not inspired by the literal... I love that it says it's inspired by a bunch of shit, but it's like, you read the description, and it's literally just the plot of the Sonic movie, but with Mega Man in there. So it's like, what the fuck were these fucking amazing inspired stories? What were these? We got a Sonic and Scooby-Doo crossover, Sonic and MLP, and then Sonic and Mega Man. I guess all of these were very fundamental to the creation of this, but it's a very cheesy story. Let's get on with it. Chapter 1, Beginnings. The camera zooms in on a hedgehog. Oh my god, it's like a fucking teleplay. A 11-year-old boy with roller skates and another boy with a blaster arm thing getting chased by some guy in a giant ship that's shooting... You know, can we just acknowledge the fact that calling Sonic a hedgehog is such a fucking weird thing? Like, that we've all just internalized the idea that this fucking thing is a hedgehog. Like, no, it's fucking not. You can't just tell me the camera zooms in on a hedgehog. No, it zooms in on 2 fucking animes and, like, a weird fucking anthropomorphic Bugs Bunny creature that's, like, vaguely based on a hedgehog. You're not gonna tell me this is a hedgehog. Come on now. But, you know, blaster arm thing. They're getting chased by some guy in a giant ship that's shooting lasers at the 3. The camera also zooms in on the man in the giant ship. At times, just occasionally at times, the camera freezes on the 3 boys. Bold text is when Sonic is narrating. Ignore that the pic looks stupid. I couldn't find a pic of Mega Man running, and I couldn't find a pic of Lan running with a serious expression. / pretend Mega Man's hand is the Mega Buster. Okay, alright. It's fine. I mean, I love the attention to how bad the picture is or whatever, and it's like, bro, just what you're making is on par with the picture. Don't worry. It's not vastly out of step with the quality of the rest of this fucking thing. Don't worry. You don't need to if you don't need to explain the rest of this, you don't need to explain this away. So, I know what you're thinking. Why is that incredibly handsome hedgehog and 2 boys getting chased by a madman with a mustache from the Civil War? The camera unfreezes and the 3 boys are seen running away from the man who was shooting lasers at them. Well, to be honest, I guess we're no longer in narration, by the way. This is because the bold text is when Sonic is narrating, but we're no longer in bold text, so I guess this is now dialogue. Sonic is saying this in the movie, I guess. Well, to be honest, it feels like I've been running my whole life. Is this too much? Am I going too fast? It's kind of what I do. You know what? Let's back up. The hedgehog mimics a rewind sound as the scene reverses, and once it stops, an island can be seen. This is the island I'm from. It had everything. Sandy beaches, and this is just the fucking... I would be certain that this is literally just the text from the movie. This is almost definitely just the quote that Sonic says when this shot plays in the movie. I don't remember. I haven't seen the movie in a few years, but I am certain that this is almost definitely what is just said in the movie. A young version of the hedgehog. This is once again just the movie. I think this is all just a fucking like terrible transcription of the movie. Turns out with great power comes great power hungry bad guys. Ugh! Long Claw over here. And yeah, this is just the plot of Sonic movie. These rings, she gives him the rings. The screen fades to black to transition to the Mega Man NT Warrior theme song. The theme is normal, except at the end, the Mega Man NT Warrior logo is shown with the Sonic logo, and the words Heroes Unite, rather than by itself. Oh. Oh, like this. Okay, I see. That's good. Heroes Unite, everyone. Very stupid thing to transition to, but I wanted to add the theme song somewhere. Why did you need to add the theme song? I love how critical this person is of their own work. Why did you even put this out? I'm sorry. This is... Like, it's really bad, and you seem to be very aware of how bad it is, so why are you even, like, doing this? What the fuck? It's like, they apologize every step of the way, like, I'm sorry, I know that was dumb, but I had to put it in. Like, no, you didn't. What are you doing? I had to undercut the emotional scene with Sonic and his fucking mom owl person with the Mega Man NT Warrior theme song opening with Sonic in there. 10 years have passed and it's the year 2000X. A city known as Den Tech City is shown. A parked car is shown. A lot of things are being shown to us, you know? You know what they say, tell us that it's being shown, don't tell. One was a lady who was taking a nap and a boy who was holding a strange device. A strange device. And then it's like this whole thing about what this fucking cool. It's a very cool device. Now it's just Mega Man. Great. Is he for real? Bear with me as I have shitty grammar and weird spelling habits, such as spelling since as sense. But what do you mean? You know that you're doing this. I don't like this author at all. Jesus Christ. It's like, oh, sorry I keep doing these things that I'm perfectly in control to not do. I don't care if you're 13 or whatever. You better fucking stop being that way. That's fucking stupid, man. Okay, and there's like there are 16 parts, 14 chapters, an epilogue, and an after credit scene. What's in the after credit scene? Oh, Tails is here. I love, this is so fucking dumb. The after credit scene in this fanfiction is legitimately just the fucking after credit scene from the Sonic movie. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Like, what do you get out of this? Are you really fooling yourself into thinking you made anything here? Holy shit. I mean, it used to be fan fiction where it was like taking the fucking characters and doing original things with them. And it's like, oh, well, why didn't you make your own character? Now it's like, why didn't you make your own original character or plot or fucking anything? Like, Christ. God, I hate this. God. Ready Player One and its consequences. Oh. $2 from Trash Man. I know there's a Peppa Pig one. K the Ket King. I mean, I don't know. I think we're good. I think we're good on Wattpad for now. I think we're moving on from Wattpad. Thank you, though. $2 from Agumon T1. It's been a while, so here's some money. I don't think it's been that long, but thank you. It's only been like a week or two. You're not obligated to send me money or something. You don't have to pay your fucking tariff to me. It's not like you don't have to pay the troll toll to enter this boy's soul. You know, don't worry about that. But thank you. Thank you. I hope you're having a good one. So we're gonna move along. We've done some Wattpad. Disgusting Wattpad. And all of its fucking travesties. I am going to blame Ready Player One. I don't care if it's accurate. I don't care. I just don't care. I just don't care. I mean, it's almost definitely not Ready Player One. Ready Player One's just a symptom of this whole thing. If anything, Ready Player One is as good as that type of fiction can fucking get. Like, it sort of tells its own story. It just relies incredibly heavily on other things that exist that are better than it. And like this fan fiction is like barely even attempting to try its own fucking story or anything original at all. Or even prose at all. I'm left to be like, why did they even write this? Like, what good did this... Oh, it's just a shame. It's like, did it make you feel good writing it? Like, oh, I'm doing something, I'm writing something. No, you're not. You really aren't. You know? And like, I just don't get it. I don't understand it. I hope they didn't feel good about that. God, I really hate this guy. Anyways, Wattpad fanfics. Terrible. Same with the fucking Toy Story one, too. All you did was copy a fucking movie. What is the fucking point? What do you get out of this? That was Wattpad. Anyways, we're gonna spin again. And when we spin, if I could stop ranting about those fucking stories, you know, this time I'm gonna go with I think we're gonna go with bad chefs. It's not gonna be the public freakouts and Karens, which is what I was saying before. It's gonna be one-off. It's gonna be bad chefs. And I thought I changed out adult babies for something. I thought I did. I thought I changed out... Oh man, I might not have saved this thing properly, because adult babies I thought I changed out for something, and now I don't remember what it fucking was. So, well, whatever that was, I guess we're probably not doing that. Oh yeah, no, I remember what it fucking was. It was on here before. We had gang stalking on here, and apparently I didn't save it. Alright, well, adult babies is on here now. If we land on adult babies, you can consider that we'll do a poll for... If we land on adult babies, we will do a poll for either adult babies or gang stalking. Because originally that space was supposed to say gang stalking. But then I fucking refreshed the page, and now it says adult babies. And so if we land on that, we'll do a poll. And chat can fucking decide amongst itself. But I think we're gonna land on bad chefs. That's my thinking. That's my thinking. And the only way to find out, once again... is to... Adult babies, what the fuck? Well, I guess that is gonna be cleared up pretty quick. I guess we're doing a poll, ladies and gentlemen. We're doing a poll. We're doing a poll. We're doing a poll. That sure happened quickly. Whoop. So, adult babies was what was on here before. I had it on here before. It was on here yesterday. But then I was like, you know what? We've done that recently. Somewhat recently. We haven't done gang stalking in a bit. So, I put that on there. I fucked it up. Now adult babies is on there. Now I'm giving you the option. And in fact, you're gonna have the option. Yeah, I guess I jinxed it a little bit, but you're gonna have the option. Take a vote. Take a vote. Take part in democracy, figure out where we're going with this, lead us down the right path, and I will be here, I will be back shortly. Let me go grab myself a beverage, and when I return, by the time I return, the decision will have been made. So get your votes in now. Go! Well, adult babies does not seem to be winning this one. It appears that gang stalking has succeeded the poll. 53 to 47. 52 to 48. I mean, it's close. You know what? I'll let it go to 300. We'll let it get to 300 votes. Stop changing your votes, chat members. I see the fucking number going down. You people like, oh, maybe not that one. Just pick. Just pick. Just pick. Gang stalked ABDL. I mean, yeah, that would be the ideal. Does anybody know of any gang stalked ABDLs? That would be great. That'd be great. 292. It's 292, George. 296. 294. Stop it. Stop it. 300. Gang stalking wins. God, the ABDLs pulled it out. Oh, they really pulled it out. They really tried. They really tried. We end the poll at 51-49 for gang stalking. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. So it looks like we're doing gang stalking. It looks like we're doing gang stalking. Stop the count. Stop the count. We really enjoy democracy, where half of people are just upset. That's always the best part of democracy. Where the end result is just half of the fucking populace is just unhappy. Well, if anybody can name me an ABDL who thinks they're being gang stalked, that would just be tops. But, you know, for now, gang stalking. I have a few people I want to look at, I think. I have at least one guy saved. Let me see my weirdos list. Let's see. Yeah, we had this guy here. This guy, Mike Martins, who is a, he is a, we looked at this guy recently on stream. He had a very soy jack looking appearance.
Stalker strikes back, guys.
The Stalker strikes back. So I mean, I guess we could just watch this. The Stalker strikes back in this video. This guy runs some kind of a small tabletop gaming store in Merritt, BC, and that's somewhere close to where I used to live. So I kind of know the environs somewhat. But this guy's claiming that he's being gang stalked and harassed and all sorts of stuff, yada yada. Also mask mandates and stuff like that. That's all involved. I wanted to look a little bit more of this guy, but I also have a website. Somebody linked me to like an index of gang stalked individuals or something. Some kind of a fucking it's like a list of, it's like a site that links to hundreds of people's fucking websites where they talk about how the red cars are following them. I haven't looked too much into it, but the guy seemed pretty enthusiastic that it would be good, so I might look at that as well. But yeah, we looked at this guy like a few weeks ago. I want to do a little bit more of this dude. He seemed pretty interesting, but I wanted to move it along. So now we'll do a little bit more.
The Merit Stalker strikes back. Guys, if you haven't joined us or watched the Merit Harassment series, link below in the description. Check out the Merit Harassment series. It is crazy. We are moving it over to Rumble as we speak. So, the Merit Stalker strikes. So, we're constantly getting these one-star reviews, constantly on our business. So, you're going to have to watch.
Giving weird receipts. So, yeah. This nut started a review war through his unrelated social media. Yeah, I mean, I guess people probably are bugging him to some extent, but, like, I wonder how much that's just completely unsolicited and not brought on by anything that he did whatsoever.
The entire Merit Harassment series to understand why we're getting this on a regular basis and why we're getting sued for having our business open and all kinds of stuff that's happening, and I'm the Merit Molester and everything.
Okay, he's the Merit Molester, everybody. Does this say that anywhere? Does this even say that he's a molester? What the fuck? Oh, now you're adding that into the equation, and I wasn't even thinking that, but now that's also in here. That's cool. It's always great. Let's talk about, like, I don't know if that's Streisand effect or whatever, but it's like, it's just somebody trying desperately to say that that they haven't done anything wrong. They start saying they definitely didn't do those crimes that you didn't even know happened.
Gives weird receipts with no detailed taxes and does nothing but complain about the town he's in and the people. So, yeah. I looked into all the...
You have a 50 video series on your YouTube channel complaining about the town you're in and the people.
Drama he stirred up, and he did nothing but complain after meeting him the first time. I just wanted to buy a game.
So the funny thing also, the last time we looked at this, the guy was claiming that his wife was being held hostage at like a roadblock, like I don't know, there was probably like forest fires or something happening, you know, in that area. Something was going on. And so there was like a roadblock. It might have been COVID related, I don't know, but there was like a roadblock out of town or into town or something. And he was phrasing that to his YouTube audience as his wife being held hostage. So yeah, there's a lot of complaints, it seems, you know.
I highly doubt that, but that's okay. This nut started a review war through his unrelated social media, YouTube, only to the scummiest of self-centered people do that. 99% of these positive reviews from an unrelated YouTube channel where he solicited them, these people never visited his store.
Okay, so That's interesting, because when we looked at this guy before, his store appeared to have pretty decent reviews, but he was really upset about getting like a couple of bad reviews. And if you remember, if you were there, I was like, what is this guy complaining about? His store's got like a 4.8 or something, whatever. It was like some high ranking, like tabletop gaming. It looks like he has other games as well. Like I saw some Xbox cases, so it's probably just general gaming store. You know, decent, like decent rating for it. And I was like, what do you care that you're getting a couple of negative reviews? Maybe those are the real reviews, and he's apparently, like, buying fake ones? I don't know, that's what's being offered here. But this is saying that I'm a local and I'll badmouth this place till the bitter end, so that does seem like... This does seem like it's just a petty internet war between some kind of... Or I guess local war that probably started on the internet between some petty people. I mean, this guy included, this other person included, whoever, I don't know. The video's called Never Ending Drama!
If they meet this guy in person instead of what he curated on the internet, you wouldn't be leaving these positive reviews. On the contrary, when I walk into the competitor he flamed, he wanted to avoid the subject, felt it wasn't productive to talk poorly like that. Pretty obvious who the genuinely bad business is here. I'm local and I'll badmouth this place to the bitter end. Enjoy your...
I mean, like, I love him trying to... Hang on.
Who the genuinely bad business is here. I'm local and I'll badmouth this place to the bitter end. Enjoy your silly reviews, though. Again, so if you go back...
You did it, buddy! You sounded it out!
Review wars on the channel. So if you go to the Merit Harassment series, the amount of just bad stuff that's been coming us from Diane Bronson, Murray Gilroy, Alfred, Y2K Trucker...
Oh man, all my favorites. I hope they're all available in Smash 7.
All of these personas attacking us, me and my family. Mike Boner.
Mike Boner is there. He's one of the personas. You know, we got Orpheus. I think I saw Gira McCalla.
Cease and desist, all kinds of stuff. Recorded videos of threatening calls.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Who's to say what's a legitimate complaint or not, really? I mean, it appears that either way, it appears that the store has a lot of fake reviews, potentially in both directions. So, you know, it's just he said, she said kind of at the moment. But, you know, either way, it's like, do you want to go to a store that's like got all this weird, wacky fucking drama going on, or would you rather go to a store that's just like a normal fucking business? I don't know, probably the normal business. I mean, unless they're offering really good deals at this place, I don't know. But this is like sort of gang stalking related. He's going off about how he's being harassed online. It's kind of gang stalking related. He has, but again, this many video series, and he has more than just that. Well, he has a series called Woke to Death. Did we look at any of this? I don't think we did. Apparently people are dying of being woke. This is the story he's trying to tell us. It's a series he's created called Woke to Death. And it's the whole series is like people suddenly dying. How we got here, people suddenly dying. Wow, woke to death. So many people suddenly dying. Are you suggesting that they became like woke and then they died because of that? Or are you I don't understand what. This is not technically gang stalking related, but it's, you know what? It's close enough, frankly.
Woke to death. It's hard to wake people up. It's hard to when you're constantly getting suspended on your major platforms.
Woke to Death is one of my favorite, it is one of my favorite, Megadeth songs, you know.
It's hard to get the word out. And, Woke to Death. Pendulum swinging back. Narrative is crumbling. People are kind of realizing what is happening. Now, I've been
yeah, buddy, the pendulum's swinging back, but it's not in the direction you think it is.
Receiving emails, instant messages, even in our chat, on our video chat, people commenting on videos. What are people commenting? Friends, neighbors, family members.
One of them said that I was the Merit Stalker. Or no, sorry, the merit molester. Sorry.
Dying.
People
A lot of
suddenly
personal emails.
Wait. He's talking about friends and family suddenly dying. Is it possible that people are dying of COVID? Is it possible that this is like because this guy's also an anti-masker. Is it possible that this is like, oh, they got woke and then they died? It's not COVID. It wasn't COVID. They got woke. So it's a mind virus. See, the real pandemic is being woke. It's not COVID. That's actually a hoax. It's all being woke. That's the real pandemic.
People sending to me with very personal information that I won't share on here, but asking for prayers, asking for, you know, I just try my best to comfort people or do what I can, you know, but it's heartbreaking what's going on, and we're getting word from the Philippines. My wife's from the Philippines, and we're getting word from there of the amount of people, classmates, cousins, family, that are just suddenly dying.
So he also has this video here.
Special thank you to everyone that's been sending me links.
Called New Variants, New Mandates, Must Wear Masks, How to Win This War. So, I don't know, I wonder why people are suddenly dying.
To use
I don't know.
What's going on. And one that's sticking out the most in the last 2-3 days is they're bringing masks back. They're bringing in mandates. They're rolling it back in. Yes. I found a video I made 11 months ago. They're going to redo this. Remember the flow chart we talked about on this channel? Climate change, global warming, whatever it is for the week. Doesn't work. Default, follow flow chart. New variant. Follow flow chart. Back to global warming, climate change, forest fires. Follow flow chart.
You know, see, the thing is, this guy's too smart to be conditioned by the big elites. You know, they're trying to make sure we're all running around like chickens with our heads cut off, you know, following whatever the sheeple, you know, like the COVID or the global warming hoax or whatever. But this guy, he's too busy, you know, trying to track down those Sunset Sarsaparilla Star bottle caps, and, you know, that takes up a lot of time. So, you know, I think I said last time that he's dressed, he kind of looks like the Cuban guy from Dexter, but if he was like a neckbeard.
Back to climate change if it doesn't work, and then scroll back to variant, and it goes in a vicious circle. Now, how do we get around this, or how do we stop this? Well, let's go back and reference a video we made in January of 2020. Now, remember the whole no compliance thing? Don't comply to what they tell you. Don't comply if they knock on your door. Don't comply if they come and ask you questions. Don't comply.
Don't comply if all of your family members are mysteriously dying for some reason. It's not because of any virus, don't worry about that. It's just mysterious. They got woke is the real problem.
Come and ask you how much food you have, because they were kind of doing really sketchy things, right?
Who?
And we talked about...
I love this weird this like, they. Who's they? Who, like...
Well, let's go back.
Let's go back.
Reference a video we made in January of 2020. Now, remember the whole no compliance thing? Don't comply to what they tell you.
They.
Don't comply.
Like, okay, the CDC, I guess.
They knock on your door.
They. Who's knocking on your door?
Don't comply if they come and ask you questions. Don't comply if they come and ask you how much food you have.
Like, who are the fucking COVID death squads that have been arranged to, like, force people... What is this reality this man exists within? Because I have to tell you something. I lived close enough to where this guy lives, and they care, like, they don't care that much about masks anymore. I mean, this was fucking a month ago. This was 1 month ago. This was 1 month ago. They don't care that much about masks anymore in Toronto. They cared so much less in, like, small town, rural, conservative hick BC. So fucking this guy being all like, we're gonna win this war. It's like, guess what? I don't think you're in like the spot, probably one of the more like lax spots in the fucking country when it comes to mask stuff. So for him to be complaining about this 1 month ago, meanwhile I'm in a big bustling liberal city with hundreds of people on a subway and I don't see anybody wearing a mask. Like, what is this man? This like war. He's like the fucking deserter from Disco Elysium. The war never ended for him. He's the conflict that just kept on burning for our boy.
Because they were kind of doing really sketchy things, right? And we talked about don't comply. You don't need to comply. You don't need to follow public servant orders, especially on your property. Now, we referenced
Well,
in
you
that
sure
video,
don't on your property. Who the fuck is saying that you do? This is such strange fear-mongering. Like, this is just creating a scenario where there's, like, people showing up to your house just like, alright, how many people do you have? Like, it's fucking China and they're enacting the one-child policy or some shit. Like, what fantasy are you in, man?
how Vietnam basically ended. And how
Oh my god.
it's not because America was out of manpower. It wasn't because America was out of bullets and tanks. America built a big industrial militarized complex after America took itself off the gold standard in 1971. So America was free.
So yada yada yada, don't comply with anybody. Anyway, here's my video about how a bunch of people are mysteriously
We're
dying.
getting word from there of the amount of people, classmates, cousins, family, that are just suddenly dying. And
So this is not technically gang stalking, I grant you that. We're gonna do more gang stalking after this guy. I just can't. This is hilarious, though.
we've been warning about this for years now.
We've been warning about this for years. You know, ever since they started up with that fake coronavirus thing, we've been warning about how people are gonna mysteriously start dying.
And we've been suspended for it. We've been, called everything for it and demonized and all kinds of stuff. And we even predicted it before it even happened, before anything happened. And that's the scary part. I'm getting these kind of things here. So the news ones I would sometimes post, but it's actually getting.
I like how he goes, trust the science, they said. What the fuck does that even mean? By the way, this is a real bad headline. Can we acknowledge that the headline talking about the girl who died of a cardiac arrest saying that it was heartbreaking? I don't know, UK news. You want to fucking rephrase that? That is savage, UK news. Goddamn. Oh god, that's terrible. How could they? But, that being said, what the fuck does that have to do with trust the science, they said? Oh god, that's pretty funny though.
More and more. It's getting out of control. Heartbreak as 19-year-old swimming teacher dies suddenly after suffering cardiac arrest. No, that's not the one from Ontario. This is another one from the UK. And popular young teacher dies. And infant school there. Model Jeremy suddenly dies at 27.
So,
And
okay, so this is, I guess, unrelated to COVID, I suppose. Because, like, yeah, I mean, well, I don't know, the way that these are written, I mean, yeah, he's finding these articles where people are, like, suddenly dying. I mean, it's probably not even related to COVID necessarily all the time, but I don't know, it probably is some of the time, at least. And he's showing these articles, I guess, of just random people dying of, like, random things, I guess.
this is just from
This is, like, on his community tab, I suppose.
last hour I posted. So I'm going through sifting through some emails and messages and instant messages with links. 21-year-old Thomas college student who died suddenly last week was an ambitious go-getter who was training to become an Oakland police officer. His family and
Oh
friends
my god, he was gonna become a police officer. That's why they killed him.
said on Tuesday. So
Footy tragedy. Tributes to amateur footballer 20 who died suddenly as loved ones.
footy tragedy tributes to amateur footballer 20
Thank you.
who
Thank
died
you.
suddenly. And it just keeps going on and on. And this is just posted all today.
So what is this looks like a single website that he's getting this from. No, I guess it's different ones. But it does appear to be a bunch of different websites talking about people suddenly dying. Is this like a conspiracy that I'm not aware of? I guess maybe maybe he's onto something. Maybe we're onto a whole thing. Was it the Death Note? It might have been the Death Note. Journos use died suddenly to get more clicks. Yeah, I mean that does sound kind of clickbaity a little bit, you know, like any death is kind of sudden, really. You know, if you want to get technical, you can kind of use that for any fucking death. The Schizo Scrapbook. You never know what people are doing these days. Could just be propaganda, I suppose. I mean, these people could just be AI fucking fabricated faces that aren't even real. Who's to fucking say? Any one of these websites could just just run a story about, oh, some guy died, it was a real tragedy. And his death actually totally backs up this, and this theory that everybody has. And then it just turns out the guy wasn't even fucking real. I mean, there's always that chance, too. But, I don't know. Then that's getting conspiratorial, too. I don't know what's going on with these tragedies. I guess it's not even related to coronavirus. Maybe we were jumping the gun a little too soon. This is just related to, well, I really don't know. What conspiracy is he gonna pin it on? It said, he's calling it woke. The video's called Woke to Death. So did these people get woke and then die? Is that what happened? They got woke and went broke?
He tributes to amateur footballer 20 who died suddenly. And it just keeps going on and on. And this is just posted all today. And I kind of... to address this and hopefully not get suspended. But I do want to create the awareness and stuff. And if people want to, you know, get into more deeper discussion with Collins, the Collins are deep though. Join us here.
Collins?
On Mike in the Night. This is episode...
Okay, he's trying to get people to call his fucking thing. Right. Call me in on, like, Rumble or whatever.
Mike Martin's channel. Really concerning. And I do take the time to try to get to all your emails, messages, instant messages, telling me a neighbor, another neighbor, and someone emailed me from, I think it was just outside of Oakland, California, that was telling me their third neighbor now in their cul-de-sac where they live passed away recently, suddenly.
Yeah, see, like, okay, the random news stories of suddenly people died, that's one thing. But the people that are calling in who are following this guy, I do believe that this is a corona thing, because I think that it is people who won't acknowledge that it's the virus taking like a number of people in their fucking community, and they're just like, yeah, they just died suddenly. We have no idea why. It's just weird how they just died suddenly. It must have been the aliens.
In mid-30s.
Another neighbor, third neighbor.
Ireland. People from Scotland and New Zealand, and these are personal.
Wow, worldwide. It's almost like a pandemic.
There's no photos attached. There's no news link.
I don't know what's the deal with his fucking the news sites that he's showing. You know, I don't know what that's supposed to be about. There's just a bunch of people being listed. They all seem to be kind of young too. He's not saying the ages of the people that are calling in and saying, like, you know, my third neighbor died and he was 78. Like, you know, maybe you live in a fucking old folks neighborhood. Maybe you're in Florida, you know, with the fucking elder Seinfelds or whatever. But, you know, you're not necessarily getting the age. All of the articles that he was showing were like, you know, 19, 27, whatever, pretty young people. And listed as suddenly dying. The swimmer one says that she had like sudden cardiac arrest, which is like not really a sudden mysterious death. I mean, again, any death is sudden technically. It's just weird what kind of point he's trying to make here, because it seems like half of it is like people calling in and telling him, yeah, my fucking coworker died, and they said it was the virus, but I think it was because he read a Jezebel article. And I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
It's just concerned people that want to create the awareness and whatnot. And we've had a few of them call in on Mike in the Night. And I'm just really scared of where
You know, we did predict 2023 will be the year of the coffin back in 2020. We did predict they were going to pull the trigger on the pandemic in 2019. You could see it, and the video's up.
Oh, we predicted it, everybody. They predicted it. I wonder, where's the prediction? Do they link it in the description? 2001 write-up on reasons why people suddenly die. Maybe they hit the weed too hard. And he just lists a bunch of reasons why people suddenly die. That's cool. That's really helpful. And that's a 2001 write-up. He like copy and pasted this from Google or something. He like looked up, why do people suddenly die, and put that in his description. No link to his video that he says he predicted coronavirus, but okay.
And
I mean, there was like several months of lead up in 2019 where people were going like, hey, yeah, how about that virus, that Heineken bug that's over in Germany or whatever, or China or Asia or whatever, one of those countries. And then eventually it slowly became a bit of a bigger deal. So, you know, I mean, if you're talking about that kind of prediction.
I'm just really concerned that things might get out of hand. And you know, I just want you guys to know, you know, that there's people out there that do care. And there's a lot of people out there, you know.
We care so much, you know, we want you to call into our show and tell us your story as long as it fits with our wackadoo beliefs. So that's this guy. He's kind of gang stalk related. We're going to continue with the gang stalking. Because now, let's take a look here. Somebody messaged me a little while ago with a website called targetedjustice.com, and I might have already looked at this at some point. But it's a list of top 100 websites for targeted individuals. And it is indeed a list of websites. It categorizes, I mean, well, not categorizes, but it catalogs a bunch of different websites you can go to. We got the Five Eye Foreign Intel Partners, with UK, Australia, US, New Zealand, and Canada. I don't know why Australia and New Zealand are separate, really. I mean, I feel like New Zealand's small enough it could kind of, let's be honest, it's a DLC country. It's just Australia DLC. It's not really, it doesn't deserve where's China on here? What are you fucking talking about? It's like Italy or France or Germany or something. I don't know. If you'd like to add your website to the list, blah, blah, blah. Organic visitors, yada, yada. And yeah, we just have an entire list of really cool folks here. Top 100 websites. And yeah, targetedjustice.com is, of course, the number one. This website here is the number one, the institution in targeted individuals, in gang stalk people. But let's go to the number two, stopgangstalkingcrimes.com here. And, let me see here. Come on. Coochie coochie coo. Open a new link now. Open a new tab. There you go. Okay, well, this has turned into a gambling website. That's a shame. Gambling stalking. I don't know. Well, no matter, because we've got mindcontrolnews.de. And, well, this one's still up, but sadly it is in, German, so, you know, unfortunately, we are all now Nazis for having read this. That's unfortunate. And we actually don't know what it says here, but that's okay. At least the Germans have that. This one might be more up my speed, you know, my alley. Targetedindividualscanada.com. And yeah, we've got yeah, well, we've got a whole website here. They've got satellites happening. Wait, hold on. Sketch of the Iridium satellite design. And then we've got glass cone implants in the brain. No, go back to that. Neurons grow onto an electrode in cone-shaped implants, which go back, go into the brain, and then they shoot a signal to the computer, which is boosted by an amplifier worn outside the skull in a... Okay, I still don't know what that means. All right. Mind control information feedback paths, disparity, and repression. Really loving these tiny pictures that scroll too fast. We got quotes from... Oh, God. We got quotes from Senator John Glenn. Do you regularly suffers from headaches you think is migraine? When you go out, do you notice an increase in pedestrian that feels like mobbing you or surrounding you, which follows a commotion? Do you normally hear noise from cars being slammed or a barking dogs when getting out of the house? Have you been subjected to a regular stressful situation at work that happens several times? Have you been diagnosed with depression? Do you feel pain in several different parts of your body, particularly when exposed to electrical appliances like TV, microwave oven, radio, computers? And do you notice hearing voices that mostly coming out from faucet while water dripping or heating vents other than your own? Oh, these are signs of TI. No, I'm sorry, you just have, in addition to your inability to type and speak properly, you have brain problems, you know, which is thankfully easier than stopping the organized... You just get some medication to help with that. You don't need to stop an organized gang-stalking conspiracy across the fucking country. But never mind, it's Common Signs of TI, short for Targeted Individual. The website, Organized Stalking Nanaimo, has a more detailed information about the signs of TI. It also provides statistics about the criminal harassment reported to the police. 10,756 incidents of criminal harassments, where 13% involves multiple harassers. If you review the TI symptoms, and I love how they're talking about this like it's an illness. This is common symptoms of TI, short for Targeted Individual Disease. If you review the symptoms of TI and you realize that you've experienced most of it, you have to brace yourself for a long haul, because this is just the start of a long journey of discovery. You may be in an early stage of harassment, or maybe in a later stage where high-tech devices are already being performed on you. Devices are being performed on me. You can do something about it and start taking control of your life. After you read this, you may want to continue with your research. Start with mind control and then continue with electronic harassment devices. The more you learn, the more you will realize how you can minimize the destruction your harasser will impose upon you. The first thing you have to put down in your mind and will be your mantra is this: you are not alone and you are not a bad person. Organized stalking is a crime, and it is against the basic principle of this country, Canada. Human rights violations is crime in Canada. Harassing an individual is a crime. Invading one's property, including destroying a person's own property or other possessions, is a crime. Defaming someone's name, including destroying their source of income, is a crime. Attacking someone with high-tech device that will eventually deter someone's well-being, including their health and spiritual well-being, are crime. I don't think that one's a crime, technically. I mean, that sounds like... You could probably phrase it as one, I suppose. After you realized all the downfall that happens in your life, you'll realize that all the hardship and pain are all not your fault. Right, nothing has ever been your fault. You've never been wrong ever. It's never been your fault. It's all the gang stalkers. Your mind has been attacked and your judgment has been manipulated. You will then have the chance to face your harasser and make the necessary decision to minimize their evil motives. So, you know, you're going to get an option to click on the bucket, and that'll teleport you to Lavos, and then you have the ability to do the non-lethal option, and you can, you know, minimize their evil motives. By the later stage of being a TI, your harasser, mostly known as the perp, short for perpetrator, I call them CRERP, short for crazy perp, as they are really a crazy bunch. Oh, there's a bunch of wacky, crazy guys. I got an anime posse of, like, it's actually 6 deadly assassins who each have a number in their name, and they all have, like, a different wacky style, and they all have, like, a radically different temperaments and personalities. and they're coming after me. They've been really on my ass lately. It's crazy. They're the Kerps. That's them. That's the term they use. They will use V2K, which by the way, I always love that the term is V2K, voice to skull. It just reminds me of the fucking APE ape movie that Rich Evans was reading off the description. He's like, what was it? It was APE stands for Attacking Primate Monster. And yeah, it's voice to skull. Like, the S is incidental. It could be V2S. I don't know why it's V2K. Voice to skull. I don't know why they dropped the S, why it's K. That's so dumb. But they do it visibly. They will and if you don't know, voice to skull is just mind control. It's just a word these people use so that they don't sound like they're wearing tinfoil hats, which they may well be. As they may well be, and they probably have some fucking term for it that's like, no, it's not a tinfoil hat. This is a radio transsonar fractal lasergram, which cancels out the bad harmonies and the negative quadrobiotic frequencies. Don't test me. I know. As they will assume possession, you will realize that they have been using this machine most of the harassment's stages as they whisper commands in low frequency that you think it was you talking. This is the reason why most of your decision in life has been skewed, with your eventual downfall, job loss, health loss, relationship gone. Wow, this is... I mean... what's the option here? Is this a poor, sad individual who's really decided that they're not responsible for any of their problems, and it has to be on the perpetrator stalking me? Or is this a scam that's trying to prey on those people? One or the other, really. Man. Just, like, completely blaming this, like, fictional stalker person for like, your downfall. Like, literally saying they will assume possession, they will whisper commands, and okay, alright, sure. Upon discovering this, like, here's my thing. It's just so much easier to just take your fucking meds, you know? Rather than going on this holy religious crusade against those out to harm you or something. You could just take your fucking meds and you probably wouldn't be cured, but, like, at least you wouldn't be thinking all of this nonsense, this spaghetti logic. Upon discovering this, your perp will most likely identified themselves, and you will most of the time have the opportunities to converse with them. These conversations mostly are to modify their protocol or techniques of daily harassments. Their main motive is to get your emotional reactions, embarrassment or guilt, on specific trigger that they will induce in your mind through words or visual, awake or even in your dreams. So this is just somebody trying their best to pin, like, it's really fascinating, frankly. It's somebody trying to pin their own mental illness on anybody but themselves. And just be like, no, that's why everything in my life sucks, because of them. And it is just this desperate, at every step of this, it's like, the reason why you're set off by random fucking things is because they're putting emotions in you. The reason why you've fucking lost your job and you live in a gutter now is because they made you say wacky things or whatever. With your research, you will learn how to combat this, and you will have to adopt some of the techniques to your own personal situation. You will also realize that this is not just one group harassing one individual. You will find out that you are not alone. TIs around the world are probably doing the same thing as what you are doing now, researching about the same things you are experiencing. This is a global crime involving different segments in society, which include the medical community. So if you think of consulting your doctor about your health symptoms, especially your lack of sleeps and very weak immune systems, I would suggest you think twice. Many TIs have been misdiagnosed, and even most committed suicide due to prescribed depression drugs that increase the possibility of suicide while being mentally harassed. So, don't go to your doctor. Stay with your wacky internet echo chamber that tells you everything you need to know. We always say this, that, you know, ever since the internet became a thing, now it's just very easy for people to find. This is Targeted Individuals Canada. Thousands of Canadians probably are reading this and just getting this info and taking this in and thinking that they're part of this in-group. And, you know, it's just a shame. It's just a shame. These people rationalizing their own insanity in a way that's like, it would just be a lot easier for you and everybody around you if you would just get some help. Because, you know, like, because this ain't it. This just ain't it. Fear is the first thing you will have to learn to fight, as they will control all your decision, whether your basic needs like when to eat or even your basic hygiene needs. The best way to combat this is when they command you to make some poo, tell them, sure, this is for you. Or if they command you to take a shower, just say, sure, to get rid of the filth you spew in me. Uh-huh. They will control all of your... What does this mean? When they command you to make some poo. I'm sorry, but this is just nonsense. No, this person should be in a padded cell. This is ridiculous. And then they're like, if they command you to take a shower. What do you mean if they command you? Do you mean if you can start smelling yourself? What do you mean they? Who is they? You may also just ignore them as what I normally do and just look at it as reminder, like a personal secretary. They are there to impose their supposed to be power over you as if they think they own you. Remember, you are a human being and not a puppet, slave, a pet, or a thing. Fear is a negative way of thinking. Yeah, all of this is. The secret is always think positive. All right. Don't think about the medication you could take to mitigate all of these harmful thoughts. Think about the insane, psychotic, ridiculous, global fucking conspiracy that's... Right, no, that's better. We'll think of that. Uh-huh. Much better. Always think of the positive twists as they harass you mentally. Laugh at them. You will learn later on how to filter their harassments, as they will continue their scripts, and you will be familiarized with their routines. As you learn more with OSEH, short for Organized Stalking and Electronic Harassment, you will find out how to minimize the destruction and pain the harasser has been imposing on your well-being over the years. Getting mad is the first emotions they wanted to see. It will be wrong not to cry or show emotions, as people who are close to you may be involved, but you will pass this stage and learn how to fight on and move on with your life. Learning to alleviate the pain from electronic harassment is the first stage of your discovery. Wearing thick coat and a hat while sleeping to protect your head and body parts during the electronic attacks are one options. Dressing like a fucking fedora man in a trench coat while sleeping. Holy shit. To protect your head and body parts. Some sites suggest techniques on how to cover your sleeping area with anti-radiation materials, but this will cost you. Finding an area far from electronic grid lines, vents, or appliances like fridge also helps. With this attacks, your health is at utmost importance, so you will have to find ways to make yourself healthy. With all this information, you will have to make one important realization. You know, you'll have to find ways to make yourself healthy. But one thing you have to do if you are consulting your doctor about how you don't sleep and have a terrible immune system, then they will put you into super hell. So if you want to go to super hell, you can fucking do that. But otherwise, you can buy some silver pills from me. This will be more challenging, and we got a whole list of stuff here. Raven1, net. Freedom from covert harassment and surveillance. Michael John Civil Liberties Institute. Oh my god. Civil Liberties Institute. What are you guys on about? Oh, 404 not found. Well, the Civil Liberties Institute didn't really go anywhere. Mind Justice is one of the websites here. Let's see. What the fuck? Cold War. So I don't know how interesting this is, but there's a whole bunch of stuff on here talking about torture, Asian, and global perspectives from 2013. Some story, I guess. I don't know what's happening here, but I also don't care. Website looks boring. National Winter Whistleblowers Center. The Hidden Evil is a website here. Oh, it's down. It's down. God damn it. Okay. Organized Stalking Nanaimo. This is one that was linked earlier. Come on, OS Nanaimo. Come on, OS Nanaimo. It's not coming in. Fuck. Okay. Are you targeted? What about this website? It does not have an active domain connection upgrade to link the requested domain name to the WordPress site. Uh-huh. Well, so like almost none of these links actually still work. I don't know when this article was written, but almost none of these links work. This is great. Is the fucking stream still happening? Are we still up? I think we're still going. I don't know. Yeah, so we got some Canadian gang stalking here. That's a little look into the mindset. And I'm going to bookmark this list here the next time we do a gang stalking stream. This list of 100 websites, top 100 websites. Surely there's more than these, but this is but 100 of them, including stop007.org down here, which I'm sure we'll look at some point. Surprisingly, the Targeted Individuals Canada site is higher up there than targetedamerica.com. So I guess Canada has maybe a strong concentration of people like this. I'm not sure. But that'll do it for that segment. We did some gang stalking, even though we technically landed on a space that said adult babies. But the chat was just right down the middle with adult babies and gang stalking slightly pulled out ahead. Maybe now I should do adult babies. You know what? Fuck it. Before we spin again, Pamper Chew. Because we haven't done Pamper Chew in a while. Fuck it. Well, actually we have. We did just actually like a month ago or something we looked at Pamper Chew, but I already said fuck it, so the clown is down.
Uh-oh. You got saran wrap.
Holy shit on toast. Just not off to a good start. This is the most recent upload on this channel.
Uh-oh. You got saran wrapped. Chuck E. Cheese is looking at you. Over there, okay. And, oh, that's Kevin. I gave him this stuffed animal, like, it must have been 10 years ago, huh? 2013?
This is like Gordon Freeman took all of the meth that they ever made.
Maybe 2014, yeah? But you got all saran wrapped. Look at that. You got stuck in the...
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
In the, home...
This is like a new Pamper Chew friend, I'm pretty sure. This is a brand new... This one goes out to the guy who told me to play another game because I played the Persona music. This seems to be a brand new social link for the Pamper Chew Sona universe. This is maybe the Eon card, I'm not sure. But this is a brand new... This is not the squirrel guy. This is not that one little shrimpy fucking bald fucker that he's always, like, around. This is some new, like, AIDS-looking hobo man who has a Sonic shirt and has been evidently tied up forever, really.
Depot. Saran wrap I stole from Home Depot because That one bitch said no, so I took the whole fucking roll. Where'd it go? Oh, it's over there. Yeah, I bought a new washer and dryer, and this black lady's like, "Can I have this?" She said, "No." Anyway, the fat white lady helped me.
Oh, thank God there was a fat white lady there.
And she told me those as they're running in the background. All right, so now you got to break out.
This individual, is he like conscious? Is this like Hodor? This guy feels like he can't say words. What is his fucking deal? Watch, this guy is probably like the smartest guy. He's like a super programmer. He works at CERN or some shit, but like here he is fucking jerking off in diapers.
Can you break
Oh
out?
God, oh no, I'm deaf. Oh my God.
I only give you a few layers.
Jesus Christ.
When we were kids, though, they used to wrap us up like 20 layers.
It actually hurts my ears.
Yeah, just gotta. There we go. Got your hands.
Oh, he popped my ears for me. Thanks, Pamper Chew. That was really helpful.
But your hands are sticking out.
Like a T-Rex.
You're ready for being shipped to New Zealand.
I'm like a T-Rex, the kangaroo pouch.
Oh yeah, that way. Just the lighting. There we go. Oh, there we go. There, perfect. All right, can you bust out of it? And there you go.
It's almost like overall.
Yeah. But no, when you're spending $2,000, and I mean, she didn't even help me. I sat there for 15 minutes, and I noticed the other customers were kind of teasing her. They wanted like a whole 90 feet off a roll. And how do you pick that up? You know, the carpet's coming off the roll, and then the other guy goes.
I don't even know what you're talking about, man. I don't care. Oh God.
We took a bath together.
God. Look at his fucking teeth, dude. These are some fucking meth teeth.
Out. Yes.
Who is this? Look at this.
I haven't seen him in a long time.
Oh God.
What's going on here? I think. Oh.
It's another fucking AIDSy Pamper Chew house tour, you know. Look at this fucking room. Good God. They can't even get a fucking sheet on the mattress. They've just got all these stupid stuffed animals and fucking... Oh, this is disgusting.
Yeah, he snoozed out.
He's snoozed out. Hardcore.
Oh, it just fell off. Yeah, you got saran wrap for your first time there. And we took a bath together.
So he took a bath with this strange hobo man.
He's all clean and shiny. Look at this hair.
Oh, I've been looking.
Man, it's all fluffy now.
This is him when he's clean. Oh God.
They don't stink anymore.
He looks like it.
Oh. Man, you got a counterbalance. I'm trying to pull it off. Okay, ready? Don't go. Come on, put some weight into it. Yeah. Try again. There we go.
There you go.
There.
All right, now rip open a spot in the booty there, so you can, you know, make with the lovin'.
I mean, yeah, I only give you like 4 layers, so. But no, when I was a kid, my dad stole some of the.
Oh my God, they legitimately live like this. They just have this fucking house with just this garbage everywhere. There's just there's office chairs seated at this fucking, like, dining breakfast table.
When I was a kid,
they've got a computer, a laptop, and mouse just on the floor.
My dad.
The fucking sleeping bag.
Stole some of the saran wrap from like the kitchen in the hospital.
And there's just there is just a giant pile of garbage.
And we were camping, and
this is like the Final Fantasy house.
These other kids were like wrapping each other to.
I mean, I have to imagine if there was any footage of the Final Fantasy house that it would have been like this. I feel like it would have been exactly like this, but just with more fucking Sephiroth and Vincent Valentine and shit.
Like saran wrapping them to a tree. And I mean, they said, I wasn't sure what was going on yet because I was kind of naive and inexperienced. But no, they saran wrapped to these two brothers. We lifted them up and they saran wrapped into a tree, and then we left them there for 8 hours. Well, we gave him food and water and stuff, but he'd like pee his pants, and I don't know. I was just inexperienced, but I mean,
So he's telling like a story about how some kid he knew got saran wrapped and peed himself, and that's probably now why they do this, and they're like sexually into it. And it's like one of those things where he's telling the story, and it's to anybody else, it's like, oh, that's a cute childhood story, and he's like, yeah, I really like that memory. Because, you know, of course, Pamperchu is craving children right now.
I guess I was around the same age as them, maybe a little older, but yeah, it's fun family camping. One time I camped on a bridge.
Oh my god.
It wasn't a finished bridge, but it was like you climb up with a rope ladder and you have a fire, which was originally meant to be a road. I don't know where we're at. We just called it the bridge, but it was literally a piece of pavement.
God, this guy is on like 17 kinds of drugs right now.
High in the air. I guess where the bears can't get you, but yeah, we had a fire there. I was like
Pamperchu seems more lucid than he typically does.
3 years old, but this saran wrap thing happened when I was like
But this guy seems like he's just completely fucking out of it.
10. And then the same kids would burn their shoes every year. But me and my dad used to go to bed before they'd do that. And
you like the angle he's got this dog positioned at, by the way? You enjoy... It's like a realistic sized dog, too. That's the thing. And the angle he's got it at, I don't like it.
I finally realized what they're doing with their shoes and stuff. Well, so the last night I got to hang out with the adults, and my dad went to bed first. Dirty stories from the internet, 1990s. All right, well, you know, hey, I didn't know what gay meant until I was 11. Well, okay, how that story works is we're in choir and they're saying gay apparel or...
Okay, all right, cool. So that's a little Pamperchu and his fucked up hobo friend. Oh, well, there's also this.
All right, here. I'll just grab one of these, a blue one, because we got to do testing. We're doing research here. We're doing lots of research. Let's see, there's a pink one, so then we're going to see the squish test here. Wow, pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
These are strong.
Strong.
Top, though. Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah. The seam at the top is like the worst.
Why do you guys think they're all yellow?
I'll do my toes.
Oh, yeah, just crushing it up with your toes there.
Same glue everywhere. Delicious. What do you want to eat?
Delicious.
I would.
Oh, God.
Right in the camera.
Well, I think we can all agree that we're done with that. I think we can all agree that we can move on from that. We're gonna roll again. We're gonna spin again. Yeah, it's all over the carpet. Yeah, don't even worry about it. We're gonna spin again. And, dude, I'm playing Okami. Come on. Oh, I'm sorry, man. It's not a very holy stream so far, for Amaterasu. Let me see here. $5 from Nicholas S. Here's the troll toll. Have some craft dinner. Well, thank you. I think I still have a craft dinner in my cupboard. It's spicy cheddar. That's the one that I have. I should make that when I'm done here. Agumon T1 with $5. Fun fact, there was going to be a Pokemon X SMT crossover. But since there was a Pokemon X Dynasty Warriors crossover, we got SMT X Fire Emblem instead. I don't remember a Pokemon Dynasty Warriors game. When the fuck was that? That sounds interesting. But, I mean, a Pokemon SMT would have been just Persona, basically, right? Well, no, I guess it would have just been SMT also in general. You know, it's like monster catching and, you know, I don't know. I think Pokemon and SMT together could be interesting just for the idea of Pokemon fusions. Because there is that game that's like Fusion Pokemon or whatever that like Mike was playing. Which is kind of like a meme game, I think. You can make like a meat Pokemon or something. But like an actual thing, like how SMT has demon fusions, you know, but mix that with mixing a fucking Squirtle with a Charizard and seeing what you get, you know? I don't know. I think that could be kind of fun. $5 from Aurelius. Just joined the stream to see a guy in a fedora instead. In a fedora. Wonderful. Well, it's sort of a fedora. It was, yeah, I guess it's a fedora. It was like a straw fedora, you know? He's like one of those guys. But, you know, just make sure, as long as he's not wearing a mask, you know what I'm saying? $2 from Tripleet. He died suddenly. How? Car. Oh, yeah. Well, it was probably pretty sudden for everybody involved. Yeah, £2 from Niall Scott. I knew a gang stalker government actor once. Nice guy, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, like did he show up at like crisis scenes and like pretend to be a victim or whatever? That's cool. That's cool. Well, you know, make sure I hope he's getting good benefits for that. Are they in like a union, the crisis actors, like the gang stalker people? Like I would assume the crisis actors and the gang stalker people are that's like the same. That's got to be the same union if they are in a union. I don't know. Zen became a member 10 minutes ago. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Take a walk. Take a walk around the bases because you hit a home run by resubbing. Became a member. What a perfectly fitting thing to start off October with. True horror. Yeah. A little bit of Pamper Chew to lift our spirits here. Let it not be said, you know, democracy, we technically people voted for gang stalking, but we get a little adult baby too. Just a little bit. So we're gonna roll again here. Spin again. Whatever. Wheel of trash. And let's see here. So the wheel. Now I'm not gonna even fucking bother you with what we're gonna land on, okay? With like guessing what we're gonna land on. We're not even gonna do the whole thing about, oh, I think it'll land on this because this time I know it's gonna land on Pooh's Adventures, right where the thing just was. Pooh's Adventures. That's what we're landing on, and I don't even have to. That's not even a question. It's gonna land on it. It's just gonna land on it, and the only way to see that it lands on that is right here. No! Oh! Wow. Odyssey and Kick. Well, we haven't done this one in a while. I don't know. I don't think we've looked at Kick yet. I have done Odyssey once or twice, and it wasn't that exciting. Odyssey's not that crazy. Really, I should look at Rumble or Kick. But I think we'll check out Kick. We'll see what the fuck's going on Kick. We'll see if there's anything funny. People are playing Counter-Strike. Oh, they finally made a sequel to Counter-Strike from back in the 90s? That's cool. Counter-Strike 2. Wow. Just Sleeping is a category on here. Can I just finish this game?
You can go to Vatican City, say from Indianapolis, Indiana, and be there, have the meeting, be back in a half hour.
Is this King Cobra?
Have a 15-minute meeting and be there back in a half hour.
Why does he have a garbage bin?
That's how fast these trains are underground. They've been there for like 50 years.
This guy's been streaming for 14 and a half hours.
They're on magnetic, opposing magnetic force. And they go so fast.
Oh, there's like somebody clearing out his fucking shit in here. Is he in like a hospital bed? Oh god.
And be there and have the quick meeting and be back under 15 minutes.
King Cobra Lord Frodo. Medical bed, I guess so, yeah.
That's how I think they transport the president, not Air Force One. It's too risky.
I see.
I think when dignitaries travel, they don't travel by airplane, they travel by these underground railroads. And just the plane lands because it's...
Right. And then they make sure that they've got their eyes on Breen, of course. So, we've got that guy. And this is a whole category, is people sleeping on here. There's this guy over here. $15.5 he's got one viewer going. Setting the record for most time spent sleeping live on stream. 27.1/50 days start. Hazelton over here. Oh, you're on Kick to... Huh? Oh, you're on Kick too, huh? Yeah, I'm still here. Was just checking Speedstorm on Kick to see if anyone was over here. Yeah, not many over on here. I'll switch back. Yo! What the fuck? You gotta be kidding me! And then Captain Kinde says, useless. And that appears to be probably all of the... 27 days you've been doing this? 27 days you've been doing this. Huh. That's embarrassing. I mean, I know that that's a thing on Twitch too, but man, how embarrassing. I remember fucking Cosmo Wright or whatever, Narcissa Wright, was doing like a sleeping on Twitch for donations thing, and people actually fucking did, the absolute madmen. Somebody else is sleeping here. What the fuck is this? Look at this. This isn't even like an actual stream of somebody sleeping. What the fuck is this? This is like a bizarre scam with just a bunch of like Samir and Pallavi in chat there. What are they trying? Somebody up here and is like, well, I'm leaving, so deal's off, lol. What deal? Is this like, what's going on? Oh god. The sleep category. Here's this person. You know, and the best thing about this is that this is like a Spanish stream. But like sleep is international, right? Like sleep is, you know, irrelevant to what the... Like, it doesn't matter. Wow, he's been going for 3 days just sleeping. Is this his job? Like, is this his job? He sleeps on here? Is that what he... Do people pay him to do this? God. 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 Amaranth is on Kick? What the fuck? Scamaranth? Well, this lady's awake. Her description says snore, but I don't see her snoring. Hinata Smile says she's snoring and that's sexy. But clearly that's not happening currently.
Okay. We're done with this music.
That was music? Wait, was that music? Change bikini. You're not wearing a bikini. It's a whole sleep-based system on here. And I mean, this exists on fucking Twitch too. But like, man, it's one thing on Twitch, but you know, and it's Twitch, anything's going on over there, but over here, damn, people really be watching that. We've got a whole category called Inside the Back Rooms. Or I guess this is a video game? Okay, it looks like one of the categories. VTubers is a category. Kick TV channels is a category. Where we have, like, wrestling. We have OG Family Zone. Yo, you can just watch Doctor Who on here. I might have to be on Kick. I might have to make a Kick account so that we can just, like, watch Doctor Who and shit. I can just stream the Mario movie and we can make fun of it on Kick, I think. I mean, it looks like it. You can watch American Dad and Family Guy. So, I mean, like, fuck, you might as well. Make me a sandwich is one. What is this? This guy speaking in German or something?
Ganzen Video. Ich stelle vor,
Okay. Well, he wants... It's a unicorn man who wants women to make him a sandwich. Well, I would assume he wants women to. Who else is making him a sandwich? I don't know. I guess it is a non-specific demand to have a sandwich made. It doesn't really specify that it's women, but that is... It's kind of the assumption one makes with, you know, making sandwiches and whatnot. TV channels. Pools, hot tubs, and bikinis over here. Oh, yeah. No mask, boys. And we got a sexy lady, and for some reason, there's 3 of her. I don't know why they do this. But there's sure 3 of her. I I don't. Is this like for VR purposes? I'm not really sure, but there's 3 of her. That's cool. And we have this fellow over here. Look at this. Oh. I mean, you know, truly there is still some goodness in the world. Yeah, we got a good amount of these going on here. Can I even show this one? Wow, that's a tiny bikini.
Let's keep them around. Let's make sure they have clean needles to shoot up with on the side of the street.
Uh-huh.
Of course.
Oh, we're talking about homeless people in chat. You know, I'm so sick of these homeless always begging for change. What about this lady? You got anything going on? No. Just kind of standing there. Alright. Well, that's cool. You know, you're not even in a hot tub. I guess it's pools, hot tubs, or bikinis. So, you know. Yeah, that's fine. They just have, like, a section. It's weird that they do just have a section that's just dedicated to being, like Chatterbait light. I don't know. Can't these people just be on Chatterbait? Like, at this point, I don't know. It seems very unnecessary. But just chatting is definitely the big one on here. Amaranth is here for some reason. I'm assuming she's multi-streaming to Twitch. I don't imagine she would exclusively be streaming over here, although we do have XQC is going to be on fucking Kick eventually. Not even exclusively, though, from what I understand. A lot of the stuff over here is in other languages. Omegle, Riz, and stuff. Is this like Sniper Wolf?
See, there we go.
No.
There we go.
This is a stream where they try to talk to people on Omegle. Okay, well, we can't look at that because at any time there could be cocks, you know, like it's Omegle, so, yeah. But I guess people trying to talk to each other. I don't know. Kick is fine. It doesn't look that insane. There's surprisingly more people on here than you usually see on these alternative sites. Kick might actually have some kind of staying power to some degree. I mean, the biggest stream on here has 35,000 people watching. So, like, it's got to have something going for it, but we've got an IRL category here. There's some guy in Germany. Oh, Chris Travels, she left me.
Water, please. Water.
Oh.
You can...
So there's a connection lost right now. I don't know what the fuck happened. But the stream is called She Left Me. And I don't know what's going on. It appears to be some guy who's just out partying. I think it's a joke. It would be great if it was like a sad old man. But I don't believe it is. It's like a hype beast. Let's see. Well, there's one guy here whose stream I definitely will not be clicking on. Who, I don't know if... Is Fuzo in chat? If Fuzo is aware of... If Fuzo is here, I don't think he is. No, there's a fella... I see the people simping for the girl talking about homeless people and needles. There's a fella streaming on here who Bane and I used to know vaguely on 4chan before he started spamming people with child porn to be a troll or something. And he's on Kick, and I'm not going to be looking at him. I don't think that's necessary. Interesting individual. I was actually on a stream that Bane did where he like yelled at this guy for a while. And the dude just, his reaction was just like a very strange, like he was like mic spamming, like it was TF2. And I just kept going like, wow, it's actually an honor. I remember you being the biggest idiot. Everybody hated you back in the day on 4chan, bro. It's an honor to talk to you. Yeah, I don't know. Not too much going on Kick. We got this couple over here. They're cooking. You guys making anything?
Look at this, babe. You left it on the counter.
Like, see, I would watch this, but they got the background music. It's probably going to get me in copyright trouble. It's going to put me in copyright jail. I mean, it is funny because there's, like, a lot of alternative categories here. There's Only 251 viewers across the entire ASMR category, which includes this. Yeah, you know, you can go on Kick and watch that, and I think that's fine. We're good on Kick now. I don't think we need more of that necessarily. Let me see here. $5 from Aurelius, a hack and slash beat 'em up Pokemon game. Now that sounds like a Pokemon game I'd actually be interested in. Well, the Pokemon game I've always wanted, right, is as a non-Pokemon fan, is one where it's like you play, you know, I guess it would be kind of like the one that came out a couple years ago, the fucking Hisui! That one, the one that's like the Pokemon Legends Arceus, that's the one. Arceus! That one seems closer to what I would want from a Pokemon game, but you know, maybe with direct control of the Pokemon, I don't know. I think that might be cool. You know, there's ways that you could do the thing, but I think that making an actual good Pokemon game first before making a weird Dynasty Warriors spin-off might be important too. $5 from Zen. I am being influenced by them using voice to skull technology to donate $5 to Claw. Well, thank you. I'm glad to hear that it has worked. Thank you. And we're gonna spin the wheel again. That was quite enough of Kick, and I think we've all had our ears molested and such. And somebody in chat is complaining that they can't poo. Yeah, people really want me to go back to the slurp, huh? No, I think that's all right. You can return to that if you know. I don't want to freeboot their content. You know, you can go watch their content if you wish. But we're gonna spin again. Once again, I don't even have to speculate on what we're gonna land on because I know it's gonna be Pooh's Adventures this time. It is not gonna be Odyssey and Kick again. It's not gonna be fucking Wattpad again. It's not even gonna be Bad Chefs. It's gonna be Pooh's Adventures, goddammit. And I'm so certain of that I'm just real certain of it, okay? We'll just spin the thing. Retro YouTube rants. Well, we're gonna have to look up some retro rants, folks. Now, I need you guys to give me some help. If you've never seen this segment before, you are going to suggest me, much like Wattpad or DeviantArt or something, suggest me topics or things, or maybe a phrase to look up, and I will sort by, let's see, before, let's see, 2012. And let's see, before 2012, say like pony, and does this work properly? It does appear to, yes. No, I'm getting 1 month ago. Hang on. Is it 2012 0101? Does that do it? That'll do it. There you go. 13 years ago, 12 years ago. All right. So, give me a thing. We're not doing Doug Walker. Actually, we could do Doug Walker. If I did Nostalgia Critic from before 2012. Yeah, we got a lot of clips from like Bat Credit Card and stuff. Nostalgia Critic. Bear! You know, that sort of thing. 50 impressions. So this is actually clips from him. I'm hoping to find maybe somebody doing like a weird impression or something. A Nostalgia Critic Jr., if you will. Which is not what's coming up. It is all little micro clips from Nostalgia Critic videos. Or full videos, I guess. Huh. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I would love to see some like, hold on, critic, you can't review the Smurfs. It's bad. It's so bad, critic. Let me see here. Teletubbies rant. Alright. This This is Joe Bob Crackhead over here. Come on now.
Okay, just just for the hell of it, we're gonna do something like really random.
Okay, can't understand what you're saying. Try again next time. Hitler versus Teletubbies. The Real Dora Rant. Oh, this one could be good. This is Teletubbies. Fun with guns, swords, machetes, and fire. Oh my.
Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Q&A with me, Trinidad Nomad, aka Aaron. I'm coming to you live
He does look like a native Trinidadian.
from my room. As you can see in my background, I have two characters from Pulp Fiction, and today's question is a very special question. It comes from one of YouTube's top elite, and you can check it out from the sidebar.
YouTube's top elite? What?
I'm doing this. I'm not sure if it's mirrored, so
Did the audio sound like this back then, or is this like degradation over time because this video is old? Because I feel like, did we just put up with all the audio sounding like this back then?
the way it looks on my webcam right now, and if not, I'll flip it so you can see. I probably look like a huge tool doing this.
He's gonna flip the picture, everybody, and if you can't see it, so that where he points up here, the poster will be up here. I think that's what he's saying.
But you know what? Go ahead.
I think that's how that works, right?
And screw yourself.
Oh. Well, that's just not very
for
nice.
my Irate Gamer, if you haven't seen him, he's probably one of the few cleansing agents in the corruption of the game industry world.
Irate Gamer is cleansing the corruption of the game industry world. That's valid take. You know, I'm glad somebody else agrees. You know, I was too scared to ever voice that opinion, but now that there's another guy who yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I'm totally pro Irate Gamer. You know what? Now I'm done. I'm throwing in on the Irate Gamer bus.
He gives reviews, but you know, he doesn't fucking, you know, primp it up. He actually tells the truth. He tells you what sucks, what's good, what is bullshit, and all the other things in life about video games.
He will not be afraid to tell you what games are indeed a shitload of fuck, you know.
Needs to be showed, you know.
What does this have to do with fucking Teletubbies?
So we can get better craftsmanship in games.
Is Irate Gamer a Teletubby? Wait, what?
Games that needs to be showed, you know, so we can get better craftsmanship in games and not have to fucking spend $50 and be like, ooh, I want this game to look so fucking awesome! And then you get it and you're 20 minutes and you're like, dude, this is the biggest piece of shit ever.
What
Trust
game?
me, it's happening
Name
to
me
me.
a game. Name me a game. Oh, I wanted him to say like Arkham City or something from the time that was like good and just be like, you know, one of those moments. Yeah, he wants people like Irate Gamer to exist so that we can have better craftsmanship in gaming.
Alright, Irate Gamer, his question from him today, for me, is what is your favorite Teletubby? Now,
did he really ask that? Did he ask you specifically that? Or was that like a public question? Was this a fake Irate Gamer on your comments? Is someone emailing you and convincing you to give them money as the biggest Irate Gamer fan, and then they asked you what your favorite Teletubby was? Whose question is this?
as you know, the rules of my segment, you ask me a question and I answer. But what I don't tell you is that I am called the Wise Man. Figure it out in a minute. Okay.
This guy looks like a real fucking Dipsy Lala himself.
Hey, now to answer your question, Irate Gamer. I love your videos and all, but here is your answer to your question.
My favorite Teletubby is please let me suck your Tinky Winky.
Your question is, what is your favorite Teletubby? Well, you know, I had a discussion about this earlier with a very special person in my interest right now. And we talked about it, and she made a point. She made a very good point, and, you know, I'd have to agree with her. It would have to be Tinky Winky. She says it sounds good. You know what? I have to agree with her. It sounds damn dirty and damn fun. Now, before any of you start giving me shit about calling me a fag, because they're obviously boys, well, let's look at the Teletubbies. Their little antennas on their head. Now, I have to ask my...
See, like, okay, no, so, okay, I don't think anybody was calling you an F slur over the Teletubbies. I think we were all more concerned with the fact that you're a grown man watching fucking Teletubbies. And once again, I will call you a Dipsy Lala as an insult.
So how can you tell the men from the women? And the answer is simple. Look at their antennas. One has a fucking triangle that looks like a vag, and the other is a hole, and well...
He's really thought about this. The concept of Teletubby fornication has gone through his mind for a not insignificant amount of time. There are probably mass tragedies and events that have taken up less brain significance than the thought of which Teletubby is the bottom.
Let's be honest. One's the V zone, the other's the no zone, as they like to call it. And then you got your other two boys, and well, let's be
looking like Lupin the Third. He's looking like Lupin the Third chromosome.
honest, they all fuck around with each other. Well, I could end this really, really quick just by saying that, but no. No. I had another colleague of mine, we talked about this earlier, because I didn't know shit about Teletubbies, and he told me about it because, well, he does the weed. But yeah, I mean...
He does the weed, folks.
Wouldn't it be fun to kill the Teletubbies, you know, hunt them? You know, man versus Teletubby? I mean, you could really fuck with these things really bad. You could just run around, you know, dressed as Elmer... That's what I would love to do, dressed as Elmer Fudd, you know, walking around with a shotgun, and, you know, be like...
That's what I would love to do, is just walk around with a shotgun and kill people that I don't like, and... It'd be funny, though, because I'd be dressed like Elmer Fudd, and everybody would be laughing because the blood would be real, and it's funny because it's true, you know.
Like, there's a Teletubby in the mist. You know, just running around, you know, be Elmer Fudd and come up with him. You know, kill the Teletubby! Choose after them, shoot like a shitload of times and miss, and, you know, corner each one of them and fucking blow their brains out. That'd be fun. And... we'll cut off their antennas as a trophy. And
okay, now we're getting into, like, Newgrounds, gore, kill the Teletubbies humor. This is super cool. We need to have this set to the Sims Latin music now.
I mean, how are people going to know you killed a Teletubby? That'd be fun.
As a joke.
And it'd be a hell of a trophy. Another thing, going after them, I'd go after them with the samurai sword. Or probably...
While you folks were studying Teletubbies in Sesame Street, I was studying the blade.
Katana like I have 3 of them, but...
I have 3 katanas, ladies and gentlemen. Lupin the Third katana.
I mean, one of the real ones, there was one that I was eyeing the other day as a gift from my little brother, but the girl handed it to me, and, well, just putting it on her hand and lifting it to give to me, well, she cut herself, and I got a little nick on my finger as well, but... I think I'm gonna save that for later, but, you know, just go all ninja'd out, you know, not like you're fucking, you know, Naruto, I mean, like, real ninja, like, just pure black, and maybe, like, a skull on your fucking face or something.
I love the concept of this guy, like, committing a horrible murder, but he thinks it's, like, a funny haha prank, you know, a little bit, and he's just dressed as a fucking ninja, and he's, like, he's got a samurai sword, and he's like, yeah, man, I totally fucking, like, kill you and stuff, man. And he's dressed up as fucking, like... It's like he doesn't necessarily recognize that what he's describing here is just a guy dressed all in black with a knife to kill someone. He's like, trying to describe this as, like a samurai ninja thing, and it's like, no, you just sound like you want to murder people, you know?
You know, and just run after and just dodge in and out, slicing and dicing. It's... Or you could go with the option where, probably my personal favorite... You go dressed as, you know, as yourself, but you wear a Jason mask and you go with a machete and you just, you know, at night you're like,
a machete, everybody.
And you're going after them with a machete and you're scaring
the
fuck out of them. And you corner each one of them and you kill them and you put them in a really funny ass pose or some really sick perverted pose, which would be funny as hell for me.
I love how the question was what your favorite Teletubby is, and this is the response you gave.
And
this 8-minute rant about how you would pose the dead bodies of the Teletubbies after you fucking murder them. This reminds me of the guy, like, on the forum post from years, like 2 decades ago or something. He was just like, Man, if Pokemon was real, it wouldn't really be Pokemon because I would just fuck all the girls, and then I would fuck a Pikachu, and then I'd fuck the girls some more, and then I might fuck a few guys if I got bored, and I'd fuck a Pikachu again, and it's like, man, this is a thread about Pokemon. What the fuck are you talking about?
You got another option. You could just firebomb the fuck out of them, which would be fun as hell too. Think about it. Throw a water balloon full of gasoline, and throw let's say a flaming arrow at them. That'd be pretty sweet. It'd be like I guess gallery shooting like from Zelda, but
Well, this is not something that's aged well, has it? In this current era where there's like a school shooting every day or whatever. No, it's not a video that's aged that well.
Explode into flames. It'd be great. And they'd be like, yeah, yeah. And it'd be like stop, drop, and roll, and they don't know how to stop, drop, and roll, so they.
Somebody says, walking in blind to claw streams is like accidentally taking acid. Yeah. Yeah. You don't have any concept of what's going on. Did somebody fucking slip you a Mickey? What's going on? Why are you like this? Why are you imagining such a weird thing, chat member, that we're looking at right now?
They singed to death, but yeah.
7
Still
Smurfs
fun.
in hand.
Let's see another way. I would love to do the whole Pulp Fiction what scene with them, but instead of what, all they say is "uh-oh," so they'd be scared, and that's all they fucking say. So it'd be fun to scare the shit out of them. But then after that,
I mean, like, it was more commonplace in this era to be all like, haha, I would like to kill Barney and like fucking kill him and torture him, and it was appropriate. It was the style of the time. But I mean, I don't know, this just does seem kind of random, and it's not funny at all, and I don't know if it's just not aged well. It doesn't seem like it's trying to be funny. It just sounds like this guy, like, emotionlessly explaining how he wants to butcher a bunch of Teletubbies. I don't know. I don't know if I'm expected to be laughing right now. I guess probably.
I'd say I'd have to look around, enjoy the place. I know these motherfuckers are on something. I mean, seriously, their fucking son is the face of a baby. I mean, seriously, they gotta be doing some hard-ass weed or something.
What?
All I have to say, I'm just saying this. I'm not, endorsing it. I'm just saying right there, shit. I'm not.
Oh, 'cause they're high, 'cause the baby son? 'Cause, oh.
I'm not saying do it either. I don't do weed, but I mean, you could just, just run in.
The fact that you don't do weed and yet you're like this is proof enough that weed is not a problem. People can still wind up like this whether or not they do the weed.
Shit, go and leave, and you can sell it. I mean, if they're doing it and they can see suns and shit, and they're running around,
do weed, Lamau,
and having the fun they are and experimenting with each other, you can make a decent buck off of this. You at least know one pothead in your group, especially if you're in college. I know at least 10 that I can name off the top of my head right now. And, I could be like, hey, man, I got some stuff. Yeah, I'm selling some stuff. Okay, what is it? You're not gonna believe me, but, I broke into the Teletubbies place and I got their shit. Bullshit. Yeah, how good is it?
Is this like a comedy skit? I think I am supposed to be. Oh, chat, this is bad for him. This is where he's supposed to be funny right now. This is so bad for him.
You know how on the show, they see the face of the baby? Well,
I feel like this is the first time this guy's ever tried telling a joke.
Their son isn't a baby. Really, man? Yeah, man. So, I'm charging about a good, $60 an ounce. I mean, it's Teletubby shit. It's gotta be good. I mean, they aren't gonna argue with that. They're gonna be like, Teletubbies. I mean, I've never watched Teletubbies. I've only seen, like, the little toys from my little cousins, but I think it could be potentially epic, You're
telling me that the guy who went off on this rant doesn't do weed? You just did this and you don't even have the excuse of being high, and that's why you're talking like this? you're just like this. I feel like you might want that excuse. At least then we wouldn't think that you're just like this.
Sell in and make money
Because
off.
this is like something you would come up with while you're high, but this is just something he's coming up with apparently unhigh and unaffected.
Debating watching people act like fucking Teletubbies when they're stoned. That'd be funny as fuck. I had someone that I knew that told me that the only way they could watch Teletubbies was while being stoned. Apparently it's funny, but anyways. Well, there's your question, Irate Gamer. I hope you
enjoyed the answer, fucking Irate Gamer. So did Irate Gamer ask like a question of the day or something? Is that what this is? Or is this just some guy pretended to be Irate Gamer in his comments or something and this dude believed it? I mean, maybe that's it. It could really go either way. That's a Teletubby rant. Give me another rant suggestion, chat. We'll do another one. This is pre-2012 rants. We got somebody doing an old TV show rant thing, but yeah, give me something else. Give me something else. Give me something else. Barney rant. I mean, Teen Titans Go. No, something different. Homestuck rant. Ooh, that's a good era for Homestuck rant. No, I'm just seeing. Oh God, I've entered the awful Homestuck dimension of sadness and misery. Look at this. Look at this. None of this is people ranting about Homestuck. This is just Homestuck. I'm about to rant about Homestuck. Fuck this. Black metal rant. That could be funny. That could be funny. Uncaps myself. Well, okay. This is not exactly what we're looking for, but we've got this. We've got this.
I've taken this time out.
Black people and metal. And then there's black response to black people and metal. So
I've taken this time out to make this video because I just got a very stupid message on MySpace that reads like this. Yo, shorty, why you listening to that devil shit for? You black. You need to be listening to rap and R&B.
oh, the person who wrote this is probably white.
All that goth shit. Which doesn't... It means, yo, shorty, why you listening to that devil shit for? You black and you need to be listening to rap and R&B, not all that goth shit.
I mean, this seems like a real thing to rant about at the very least, is people telling you you can't like the music you like, that's not black people music, or whatever. Like, that's stupid. Metal rant over here, though. This is what we're looking for.
Hey, this is Kobe from Kobe Corporate Corporations, and I have something to tell you.
Hey, Kobe.
It is the law. Okay, now
What?
let me guess what you think when you hear someone say metal. That's all screaming, violence, gore, blood, babies dying, explosion.
Well, if you saw the stream I did yesterday, then you might have taken that away from it a little bit, yeah.
And chicks.
And chicks, yeah.
Scantily clad woman.
Yeah, this is the Scott the Waz. This is his first channel, actually. Satanic black metal elitists. Burzum sucks, black metal sucks. Oh, this looks good.
So what is this now? Some band, it's actually just one guy. Presume. Some of the blackest black metal.
Presume, that's from Lord of the Rings. That is really, really black. You know what? I gotta share this with my brother. Ian, come on.
Oh, Ian, get the fuck in here. This is some real black stuff.
Come on in here, Chad.
Oh, we found this.
Come on, Ian, come on. I know it's past your bedtime, but we got some real black music here.
Super.
And not like that stuff that you listen to. Throw away that 50-cent garbage. This is the full dollar.
Evil band. It's actually a solo project. One guy playing all the instruments.
I heard he does crows.
Oh, the aesthetic of like 2010, people playing music on their laptop, like in between games of Farmville or whatever. That's beautiful. Yeah, dude.
What are you laughing at?
Wait, why? What are you laughing at?
What? Well, obviously it's terrible. Burzum is the fucking... That's the fucking one with the guy who, like, burnt down the churches or whatever. Black metal rant is like... Yeah. Let me see here. White people. Metal is for everyone. Yeah. Beatles rant. Anime rant. You know, we should do Thomas rant. Well, we got Jacob's Naked Thomas rant, which is like a little boy shirtless singing a song. I guess the mom added, the mom uploaded it, or dad, or whatever. My friend Thomas has fun doing funny noises. Thomas Z's final rant. He looks like the fucking... He looks like the one guy... This Thomas Z over here looks like the one guy that's on Saturday Night Live. The, what is it? Is it... Who am I thinking? Is it Kenan Thompson? Is that the one? I think it's Kenan Thompson I'm thinking of. Thomas the Tank Engine. Hit Entertainment rant. So this guy's comparing some differences.
Hello, fellow YouTubers.
Hello, fellow...
My friends.
Fellow sunglasses wearer.
Now, what am I going to be talking about today? That's what you're wondering. Well, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to talk about.
Tell me.
You see this little blue engine? Do
Yeah.
you recognize him? If you don't know who he is, this is Thomas the Tank Engine.
I've heard
Thomas
of
the Tank Engine used to be my favorite children's show in my childhood. Even though I wasn't born in the 80s, since the book, the Railway series, was made in 1945, while the adaptation, the TV series, was made in 1984. Well, the reason why I want to talk about that, I want to compare to what Thomas is back then and what Thomas is right now.
So this guy has a very dry presentation. We jumped 2 minutes in.
What they would do is that these facial expressions, as of now, he's using this smiley expression.
Huh.
And it's very, this show itself is very unique when it comes to models. Usually when they're trying to show different expressions, they tend to change it from this happy one into a sad, angry, excited, silly, or surprised.
He does a little face. I guess maybe that's why people like this love Thomas. You get to switch out your face to different properly emotive ones if you have trouble with emotions. I don't know. Let's see here. This one seems kind of dull. One of the most racist moments live on television. Roger Ebert yelling at Sundance. I think this is probably good for user rants or whatever. Well, although, what could I look up for, like, a user rant? What would I look up for that? Like, I mean, if I just type in user rant, what do I get from like, over a decade ago? What do I get? User rant. YouTube, okay. Well, I mean, there are actually a few retro YouTube user rants that we might want to take a look at here, including underaged users rant. What's this one here?
Hey guys.
You're fucking 5. Overrated YouTubers rant from 14 years ago. Rant on YouTube users.
I can't wait to practice my tennis. How about you, Emma?
What do you want, Nick?
Well, I just asked if you are going to practice your tennis.
Why do you care?
It's people like you who should not be on YouTube.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, what are you even fucking talking about, Porn Stash?
Welcome to Rant on YouTube users.
What?
What is up with all the users on YouTube?
Oh, this is so great. I have to put this at the start of the one about the blue puffball, Thomas, the one about Hayden, the rant video that he did. When I do my upload of that, I have to have a clip of this. This is about the bad users on YouTube.
There's 10-year-olds who have joined.
What? Why do you care? Why should anyone care?
Well, if a video is flagged, and they have an account, they can watch the video that has bad stuff.
So,
What if the video has nude images?
what is this? A television show?
I mean, there is some people who just advertise a site on YouTube.
I'm just going to walk away now.
Thanks for watching, Rant on YouTube users.
What the hell is this?
This is a fantastic video with 60 views. Hang on, I have to save this right now. Thanks for watching Rant on YouTube users. Great video. 10 out of 10 video. I'm saving this right now. This is going in the fucking vault. This is going in the vault. Okay. I don't even know where I would put this, you know? I don't even know where I would put... You know what? It's going in the reactions folder. There you go. Perfect. Rant on YouTube users. Here's underaged users rant. Oh, he's got a whole intro.
I personally have a mixed opinion when it comes to...
Okay, kid, you're like 13. Let's get on. What do you, come on now.
underage users on the internet.
When it comes to underage users, no, Mom, I'm doing my video.
Why is that, you ask? Simple. While most underage users are clearly not ready for the internet, there are a few exceptions to that. The way I look at it, as long as the user can maturely handle the internet and all the things that come with it, then they are perfectly fine in my book. Let us take MetaLily 1 for example. She is a user that is only 11 years old. However, she has about the same level of maturity as someone such as Brawlmaster08.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't know about that, man. Yeah, she's a very mature 11-year-old. I don't know.
She clearly knows how the internet works.
But then, like, you're also, like, a child. This guy's also clearly, like, a fucking 14-year-old or something. So, like, what is this video even about?
Respect her greatly for that. Lily is the perfect example of how an underage user should behave. Not only that, but she's also very talented. Unfortunately, though, people like her are given a very bad name by the immature underage users. These are the ones that clearly cannot handle the internet. So let us go over these types, and I shall address my opinion on them. Now, one of the main reasons why I think that most kids should not be on the internet is because there are going to be a lot of bad things here that they may not be able to handle, such as flame wars, for example. For any underage users out there,
I would argue that flame wars are the exclusive domain of children and that it's adults who do not belong in flame wars, but, you know, go off.
know that this is stuff that always happens on the internet. And if you're not able to handle it, then I suggest that you reconsider going on these websites. There are plenty of child-friendly websites for you to visit, such as CartoonNetwork.com, etc. Next,
I mean, it's YouTube, you know.
I want to talk about the ones who make videos on websites
I love that the fucking description is called How Ironic. Yeah, it is ironic that this 12-year-old is ranting about 11-year-olds on YouTube.
such as YouTube. And trust me, this is where it gets really bad. Most videos made by underage users suck. This is because most of them have no effort put into them, and instead are just made in attempts to jump on bandwagons or to gain attention.
Well, to be fair, I think the age to join YouTube is like 13 or something. So technically, underage users could be referring to the age to join YouTube. So if he is like 13 or 14, depending on your definition of how he's referring to it, he might mean like that age by that metric. Someone is underage on YouTube. In which case, maybe it's fair for him to criticize it, but it's also it doesn't make it less funny.
It is also common that these users will rip off other users, most commonly in the category of ranting. They will often copy someone else in terms of what they say or in their style, sometimes going as far as copying others.
God, the video description is how ironic. You have this child with this terrible video telling us about children making terrible videos. How ironic.
Word for word. I will say this, seeing as how they are little kids, They don't know any better, and as long as they learn from their mistakes, then it's okay. If not, then someone probably needs to step up
I mean, this is like, this came out in 2011, everybody. This is a video from 2011. Just the cyclical, never-ending nature of the internet will forever regurgitate new user rants that will get more and more, like, advanced. We've got other types of user rants here, though. We've got, block user part crap rant. Whatever that means. Fake user rant from fucking John Petrucci over here. Parental advisory, explicit profanity. This is from Nick Rants with 13 subs. He's gonna give us a profanity thing. Wait, hang on, what? This clip has explicit profanity. This is informing the world about a son of a bitch who is impersonating me on Facebook using the following email address. Okay, fucking impersonator. That little fuck thinks he's me. What's sickening is he's got my cousins added along with longtime friends. I am trying to warn everyone and send PDFs that I have on my hard drive to show that I am the true one. Well, the only way this can really end properly is if you and him both have a standoff on a rooftop, and then your, like, wife or whoever shoots the other one, and it turns out she shot the wrong one, you know. We got no sound so far. Begin rant.
Alright. The reason I'm doing this video is I gotta address everybody about a certain profile on Facebook. The one going as NikkiPatron@gmail.com is not me. That person is using Encyclopedia Dramatica.
Yeah, see, it's John Petrucci, or it's any other member of Dream Theater, I guess, except for Jordan Rudess or John Young. It's a long-haired... It's like DSP grew out his hair, basically.
The Rusty Nail and Horror
if you prefer, it's of any member of Symphony X. There you go.
Now is actual websites to represent me, which are not actual representations. Those are defamatory websites in the territory of cyberbullying. I had the Rusty Nail shut down.
Okay, what are you even saying? What is this about?
It's not me.
It's not you, right.
That person is using Encyclopedia Dramatica, the Rusty Nail, and Horror Gal's actual websites to represent me, which are not actual representations.
So there's Encyclopedia Dramatica is involved? Bro, you have 13 subs. I don't think ED is fucking involved with your stupid podcast. Yo, wait, is the Castlevania show out? Oh no, is it bad? Oh no.
Those are defamatory websites in the territory of cyberbullying. I had the Rusty Nail shut down about 2 weeks ago, but at the same time I paid the price on my own blog.
Turn him down a little. Well, I guess so.
These three.
Yeah, that's fine. What the fuck is the Rusty Nail? People in chat are like aware of that? Is that a website?
One
apparently had it shut down.
Shut down Vampire Freaks. That profile was Nikki Patron. I saw what they were doing over there. I turned them in instantly and I saw it. So if you're looking at this from Facebook...
He sussed him out real quick over there. He knew which way the piss was blowing.
Or from my MySpace. If you see that asshole, turn him in instantly. In fact, turn over to the authorities with that email address.
That's a real fake user right there. That's who he is. There's YouTube bot users over here. This guy has Amish in his name. Is this guy Amish? What the fuck? Yeah, he is. Former Amish guy, I guess. Ex-Amish guy from, like, years and years ago. Made a rant about bot users. That's not that guy. That's a different guy. Morning Rambly rant. The Facebook rant of a non-Facebook user. Rant about Bluetooth users. Random rant from a random user. YouTube users rant. And it's 15 minutes. And it's from 11 years ago. And the thumbnail has Charmander and Lou Bega, a little bit of Mambo, and Mac OS 8.5, and Sailor Moon, and Napster, and I'm not kidding about any of this. These are all in the thumbnail. It has tripod. This is like a 90s throwback thumbnail. YouTube users rant. What's going on here?
Okay,
Good lord, dude.
Mega Regular Galaxy,
Your fucking audio is a 90s throwback.
is back with another rant.
He's
thing.
back with another rant.
Today I'm going to be ranting about YouTube. This has just gotten me so mad. Remember that, sub for sub thing that I did a while back? Well, now it's gotten worse.
A couple whiles ago, yeah.
Just out of hand.
It's gotten out of hand,
How does the YouTube thing work? I put off this channel until when I actually know what to do and actually knew.
Okay, what is this user doing now? Mega Wiggler Galaxy. Cleveland Show rant. Oh, based.
Welcome, ladies and gents. This is my first part, my 3-part rant about Seth MacFarlane. Sorry, I had a brain fart. Shows and what's my opinion of them. And first off, we have the Cleveland Show. Probably one of the.
Does he even have newer videos now? 11 videos. That's a shame. Shame. You gotta wonder where somebody like who made videos like a decade ago, 15 years ago, whatever. It's like, where are you now? There's every chance they're dead. I don't know. But there's also every chance that they're just like working in an office job and wish that they were dead, you know? So that's user rants. Well, that's retro YouTube rants in general, you know, which is always a fun one to do. I don't know. I think I'm gonna probably, let me see here. Yeah, I think I'll probably call it here. It's getting a little bit late. It's now 2:54. I need to eat some more food. I had some pizza earlier, but, you know, I should probably make some proper lunch and, you know, get some stuff done and things like that. So I think I'll probably call it here. Thank you for joining in on this, the stream of our lives, the Sunday Trash Sunday wheel stream. We had a couple good weekend wheels there in a row, and that'll hold us over for another week or two, or maybe even a month or so. The last wheel we did before yesterday was a month and a day before yesterday. So we need to do another wheel sooner than that, but you know, maybe a week, maybe two, whatever. We just did a couple wheels, and I think we found some good stuff. I enjoyed our rant segment. I enjoyed the gang stalking segment. Reading through that guy's gang stalking thing was quite something. And of course, the little Pamper Chew update was special, as well as everything else we did. We got €5 from Orson Welles. Says, cock carousel. I'm going to keep saying it until you get the reference, Deadwing. Come on, cock carousel. Much wow fun. Are you referencing the thing from fucking Disco Elysium? Where you say that the waitress rode the cock carousel, and you tell Gart that, and like, because I haven't done that type of playthrough yet, but I did see Wooly and Reggie were playing it, and they were just in awe at the cock carousel line. So I think that might be what you're getting at. That was a good moment. I want to do my own like fascist. You know, fascist, maybe I've been Superstar Cop and Apocalypse Cop, so maybe I want to be like fascist, boring, normal cop, and you know, be like a police brutality man or something. I don't know. My next, I've done 2 playthroughs now, 2.5, because there was one that I started and it wasn't half, but I started and I was like, and I stopped playing. If that's what you're getting at, yeah. 509 from Exiled Postman. Lupin, the 3rd degree murder. Yeah, the fucking guy with his frankly unhinged Teletubbies rant. Nobody needed to be that graphic about murdering Teletubbies. It wasn't necessary. There was no need to be so graphic about murdering Teletubbies. I mean, back in that era, there was definitely a certain degree to which it was permitted to be that kind of insane about, you know, oh, I'm gonna murder you, blah blah blah. You know, the kind of edgy humor of the era. But that did seem very it wasn't even like he was trying to be funny. I don't know, just no charisma, no ability to tell jokes. It really felt like it was the first time he ever tried to tell a joke, and as a result, nothing he did even sounded like a joke, frankly. Yeah, I've got a fucking podcast later too. Yeah, it's a good thing I'm stopping now. I want to give myself a little bit of a break. All right. Well, thank you everybody for stopping by. This has been a fun one. I may be live again tomorrow. I might take another day. Who's to say? Who's to say? But I appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. The video Geeko made for... I don't even know what you're talking about, man. Sonic parody you were in? There was a Sonic parody? Oh, Gecko. Yeah, that was on the Discord. I have it saved. Well, I thought I had it saved. I thought I had it saved in my bookmarks. If I don't, I know where to find it. It's a good video, but I think you'd have to ask him. Maybe it's on his Twitter or something. I'm not sure if he's uploaded it anywhere. But it's in the Discord. If you're there. I don't think I have it on hand right now. I thought I saved it. I'm pretty sure I saved it. It's probably like on my computer somewhere. So I don't know. Maybe I'll put it up on the channel. If he or they or whoever I guess Gecko could be a femoid. I suppose that's possible. If Gecko is okay with the idea of me having that on, maybe uploaded on the channel as just a little 40-second clip or whatever. I don't remember how long it is, but I would be happy to maybe make that. I have the new the George Costanza 666 video as my new channel trailer thing for people that just visit the channel for the first time. I want them to be very confused by that. But I think that the Sonic video could be a good new channel trailer. It's only 40 seconds. And it really is. It's a good little thing to like get us excited for the Trash Adventure Gang. All that. Open up your player profile and go fuck yourself. It's a good video. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. Oh, Gecko is here. You're free to. All right. Well, I might put that up then. I might make that my new channel trailer, and let you know. I will. I don't know. Message me on the thing if you have like a name you want credited or anything, or I could just call you Gecko. Anyways, take it easy, folks. I'll see you sometime soon. Stream or maybe new video. We got multiple new video things planned. I'm gonna have to put that user rant video that we found into the new Thomas rant thing. I don't think that'll be the next video because the very last thing I did was a user rant. So I want to give it a little bit of a buffer. I might do Patricia Taxon first. I might do something else first as like an edited video thing. I might do some metal lyrics. Who knows? But yeah. Take it easy, folks. See you next time. Penis.